Welcome, Wormhole Extremists. How you guys doing?
Doing
Yeah.
good. I'm excited. I'm excited for Threads. Then the gift
Threads
is good
is
too.
Yeah.
64 and a half minutes long, so 65 minutes will be up on the clock for this one. This is going to be our, and it still says 43 minutes, and I just changed it. Hold, please.
Oh, cheeky.
Lovely.
Really? Yeah, absolutely. The one episode that is
Going
longer,
well.
and it
I know.
refuses to
And
mark
I
itself
literally
with the
have a
correct time.
record number of notes, so I do apologize for the
Okay.
fact you'd be hearing my voice a lot.
It's
I
all
have
That's
good.
19
fine.
pages.
Okay, there we
Front
go.
and back. It's 18 front and
All
back, but close
right.
enough.
Front
There.
and back. Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
Great. Great.
Okay,
Um,
that's correct. So that's what's going on today. Nicole,
Excellent. Oh yeah, I don't feel so hot today. My IBS is IBSing, so I just wanted
you
to let
don't
the
have
chat know
to
that if
get
I,
into the
I know,
details.
I'm not going to. Just if I seem a bit, it's no one here. It's not the episodes. It's just
We
my health.
wouldn't be able to tell because you always sound switched on.
I
So
try to
don't
mask
you
real
worry
good,
at
so
all.
We'll
yeah,
see.
Don't you worry at
we'll
all.
see.
Yvie?
Yeah.
Yes, doing well. I made a mug specifically for today, and it didn't print very well,
Made a
so I
mug.
don't know if you're going to be
You
able
made
to
a mug.
tell.
Made a mug.
But
The
let
Astral
me
Diner?
see.
Aw,
Oh
look.
my God, Amy, that's fantastic. Oh my, yeah, yeah, just Sam
The
Jack
the
everywhere. Oh,
main
there's,
image didn't turn
yeah,
out, so I'm not going to show that part. But yeah,
okay, yeah.
Well,
Great.
show it from really far.
from
Yeah, show
really
it from.
far, you can't even see. It looks almost completely black.
What
Okay.
was it?
So, it
What
was
does it
just a really
depict?
bad image. I can't even remember what episode it's from.
Well,
Oh,
what was Sam and Jack
the
doing
main
in it?
image.
They're
Snuggling?
looking at each other.
Oh, it's
In
probably Divide and Conquer.
yeah, I was gonna say upgrade slash divide and conquer.
But it just did not work out
I
very
like
well
that
at
we went
all.
there
So
looking at each
it's
other.
almost
Must be that
black.
one.
It's not
All
actually,
right.
it's not.
Okay.
So you have a bad example, and then I have a bad example, and then I have one thing to unbox now, and then one thing to unbox in the interim. You know what? Let me unbox first.
Oh, okay,
So,
yes, I'm excited.
so
It's not even for me.
that's right. Martin McLean, SGA Gate Builder. He has been toiling away at a couple of things. One I knew about from the past stream that he and I did, and I am
Yes.
well out of camera for whatever reason. And so he sent these to me, and
Okay.
this first one I didn't know about. So I've got to
Oh,
unbox
secret.
this with you guys here. So
Okay. This is Martin. He's a fellow Aussie, is he not?
I don't really know where he's from. I think he's from
Okay.
Australia. I thought he was from New
Okay.
Zealand. He's lived in London, you know. He tells
Oh,
All
me
over the gap.
and then I forget.
he's a
So
gate
sorry
traveler.
Martin, but it's true. Yes. So what would every Stargate fan, if they were in the show, want to have of themselves?
The gate.
Ooh. Oh, actually, no, you know what? I think I might have seen. Have you not posted something recently about
Yes,
you
I did.
dressed in like an SGC uniform?
No, absolutely not. No. Okay.
I'm
No,
excited to see it.
that's incredible. What team are you?
He turned
SG-4?
me into a toyetic thing.
Yeah.
I love it
That's
so
so cool.
much.
So
Collect
SG-4.
all the action. SG-4.
I
Isn't that
love
apt?
it.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Is that not the wildest
Wow.
thing?
I'm not gonna lie, man. That's
The
I mean, I
nuts.
don't
packaging,
I
look
want
that
one.
good.
everything is like,
It's very
mwah.
flattering. It's getting close, but
I think it's fantastic. The fact it has your name on it as well. It's even cooler. That's
Yes.
superb. Great work. That's
it's just
fantastic.
kind of it's honestly
That is
kind of
so
mind-bending.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you going to
Yeah.
put it up on
There's
display
Martin.
behind you?
Martin is there. I haven't
Yep.
decided because it's so reflective. But, you know, you can never just buy one, right? Because you have to buy one to
Yeah.
keep in the box and
And then want to take out. No,
And
did
one's
you get a second
unboxed,
one? Did you get a second?
absolutely. Mhm.
You got.
oh gosh. So
I love
See,
that.
David, you can just like not do the stream sometimes. Take a break, leave your little doll there, and then just leave.
just
You know,
just
good enough.
play with myself all afternoon.
Take a nap. Oh, play with yourself.
Hilarious.
dear.
Can you do a Felger level diorama?
All
Oh,
I need to go is
no.
grab myself a Samantha Carter. So
Put your pants on backwards. Make yourself a little diorama. Look at that.
that is so
Look at
me.
that.
Am I leaving a P90 behind? Nope. So there I is.
That's great.
Oh,
How did he even
wow,
make that?
That is stunning.
Do you have, like, a
I
machine that
do-
does that?
It's some kind of a 3D print.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That is very, very
3D
cool.
that
printing
not
has
wild?
come such a long way. It's
It's
just
come
Yeah.
a long way.
like there's no seams or anything. Like it's just perfect.
Yeah.
mean,
Wow.
it's just
Look at you.
it's a little mind bending that this thing exists.
And you must be
And-
you must be wearing contact lenses.
Well, he's like
Yep.
the eyes are not there we go.
Are
Yeah,
not
the
very
eyes
there.
the eyes are not exactly complete,
Yeah.
but he's just waiting for his impending death. But I mean, it's kind of
That is awesome.
David the red shirt.
seriously though.
That's very cool. That is
right?
banging.
And Martin was
That
like,
is
he's
so
not
awesome.
opposable. I'm like, he's not.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's
He
I
made
have
you
a
a toy of
mini
yourself.
me.
That is
Yeah,
really
exactly.
freaking cool. Yeah.
God. Thank you, Martin.
Yeah.
Martin,
It's
you
Great
are
work.
a genius
It's
of your
kind
Yeah.
of
craft.
mind blowing for sure. Yeah.
Add
All
it
right,
to your
Yvie,
giant
I
collection
have-
in the back.
I have one more thing to show, and I will show it at the break.
Okay.
Evie, what do you have? What do you have in
All
terms
right.
of
So it's probably a little easy,
bad
but
example?
it's a stick figure. It's a stick figure. You'll be impressed. You'll be
Oh, like
impressed.
when
Are
I
you
do my
ready?
bad stick figures. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pull back,
Lift up a
please.
bit. Lift up a bit. Lift up a bit.
Um,
I know exactly what that. I think I figured out already what that is. I think I know exactly what that is. It looks like a certain person who's fallen over.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
Yeah. Oh, I won't say the episode, but I kind of wait. Well, there's one thing in particular that immediately drew it. Okay, yeah.
it's not an arrow in the ass.
No, it's
No.
Can I say what it is? Somebody's already guessed in the chat.
You
I
need to
think.
pull back
Can
a
I
little
say?
bit, Evie.
Can I just say it's a backpack, right? Down a gold corridor with an armband.
Oh, it's upgrades.
It's upgrades. Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony got it in the chat
Wow.
immediately, and then Admiral Manel also got it seconds later. I was like, "That's Daniel." I saw the armband in the backpack,
What does it
and I
look
was like,
like?
"I know exactly."
Oh, it's an armband. It's not an arrow through like the heart or anything.
No, it's an
Yeah.
armband. It's an
All
armband.
right, very
He's
good.
carrying the Naquator, isn't he? And then he faints
Yes, the
because the
backpack of
armband
Naquator.
wears off. Look
You
at
guys
that.
ready for mine?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready to
Okay.
not get this at all.
Excited.
Yes.
I feel like, oh, idiot, me idiot. Hold on, I think I've clocked it. Have I
See if
clocked
the
it?
audience gets it.
I think I have it. I might be wrong. Evie, we watched this together. It's one of the episodes that we watched in person
Yeah, I'm
together.
just trying to bring up the actual stream so I can get a closer look. Because at the moment, I can
I
only
think if
see
this
it
is
in
the episode,
thumbnail.
if this is the episode, I think it is. My friend Ben was watching Stargate the other day and happened to
Oh,
just be watching
God.
this episode, and I went, "It's that episode," with a guess for like a second. So I really hope it's that.
Well, that's a craft.
No one in the chat's got it yet.
No one's even tried.
Um,
It does look like a
It-
Stargate.
it
Star
does.
Trek
That's what-
insignia.
That's what threw me off. I think I want to say
oh,
things.
the
I'm just
only
gonna
thing
shut
I
up.
can think of. Oh God.
All right, Nicole, what is it?
So it looks like the inside of a cargo ship. Maybe it looks like maybe it's a mine, and maybe it's serpent's venom.
That's it.
But I might be wrong.
Very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Evie, we watched this one
Yes.
live at the convention in the UK when you came to visit me. It was the episode they decided to air because Carmen had just passed away, and there was a vote
I
on who could
remember
watch
that
it.
there was a
We were at
tribute
the
to
dinner.
Carmen, but I don't specifically
It was that
remember watching
episode.
that episode. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
Okay.
USA Gets UK got it just as I said it. So congrats to the one person in the chat that got that one. There we go.
Yay, well
Usagi
Those are some
done.
very
Tsukino.
good drawings. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's what he's trying to say. Cool.
It's
That makes
Japanese.
sense.
you go.
So yeah, I was gonna say as well, David, I think your drawing was really good because it was really bad, but also like it perfectly got the shape of the cargo ship and the mine looked perfect.
It
So that was really
it
good.
was based off of the HUD. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, and then
Oh.
So-
yeah, the screen, and
There
then
was the-
Evie
That's right.
Yeah, and then Evie's one is great because the backpack and the armband was genius. So I love those.
That's it.
Oh, guys, they were really good. They were really good
As long
drawings,
as
guys.
someone
Good job.
gets it, not everyone has to get it, and that's what's fun about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
are we ready
Exactly.
for the longest episode in Stargate canon?
Yes, I'm also kind of sad. It's
Me
like
too.
the-
Why are you
the
sad?
end of it. Because it's the end,
end of an era.
it's the end of an era, yeah.
That's fair.
But we get to watch Sam and Jack kiss in a couple weeks. So
Oh God. All right.
Yes, we do.
David,
Well,
Okay.
yeah, versions of them.
Yeah. a
Versions
win.
of them. All right, so we're going to pull up threads here, and hope you guys are ready to rock and roll. We may go
Yes.
out here and there because some of us haven't eaten yet, but there will always be two in the group to continue the conversation. And
Oh God, imagine if there's
we'll be
only one of
bringing.
us.
Yeah. So
We're-
Evie
yeah,
will
we're gonna
not
try
ever
and
be
not-
left
talking to
alone.
myself.
Yeah, we're
That's
gonna
not
try
going
and
to
time
happen
this
to
right.
you. No, this
Yeah.
is not April
It's been
Fool's.
me
so-
rattling off.
I got asked about
rattling off
snacks.
trivia.
I don't feel well. I have snacks, probably won't eat them. I have the fake Swedish fish, and my stepdad got me some mini eggs. So there we go. Those are my snacks.
Very nice.
Okay.
I have
you, thank
apple
you.
pie pudding,
Yum, yum.
like it's healthy.
Wow, there we go.
Let's
I've
go.
quit like simple snacks because okay. Threads,
right.
everyone.
Being
This
a
is a
health-conscious
65-minute
boy.
show before the end credits, and we're starting off with the previously on. This is the extended cut. Hope you've got it. Otherwise, you're going to be well out of sync. In 5,
Mhm.
4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Nicole,
Hello.
and I'm with Yvie,
Hola.
and this is Threads.
It is Threads. So this is
The
the
recap.
only Stargate episode with an extended runtime, as we said prior to the stream. So
A broadcasted
the-
extended runtime.
Yes, the
Yep.
63 minutes aired as a 90-minute special, I believe. And
Yep.
Robert C. wrote so much that they couldn't cut it down, which I'm not complaining about at all. And I
Nope.
think the writers genuinely believed this could be the series finale because season 9 hadn't been renewed yet. And the producers were planning, I believe, a spin-off called Stargate Command rather than continuing with SG-1.
That's right.
And then Sci-Fi Channel's decision to renew came later, which is why Robert C. wrapped up nearly every ongoing storyline. And
Threads. So Mobius behaves more as a coda than a season
Yes.
finale, and I do in
Yes,
many
it
ways
does.
feel this the series finale of
It's
Stargate
the
SG-1
unofficial-
proper.
Oh, 100%.
unofficial
100%.
series finale for sure. And I also believe that MGM shipped season 8 DVDs with the 45-minute syndication cut instead of
sure
the real
did.
version, and the fans revolted, and then the studio offered like a mail-in replacement
Yep.
program. And
did.
this is also the only season 8 episode without DVD commentary. But I didn't triple check that, so I could be wrong.
The
And-
shortened version does have it.
The shortened version does. Okay,
Yep.
that makes more sense. And Amanda won the Leo Award for Best Lead Performance by a Female, and Michael was nominated but didn't win.
Mm.
So, and this scene here was entirely cut from the 45-minute version.
He's brooding.
Yeah.
Brooding alert.
Yes, and those lesions around Anubis's mouth show that his, host body once again is falling apart, which kind of really drives home his desperation. Either that or he's picked up like the herpes simplex virus.
Yeah, I was going to
This
say.
is why you don't lick your lips after you eat your dinner.
I've never heard that warning before.
Mm-hmm. You can see his body is like on fire, really high temperature, trying to
Yeah.
purge the infestation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Out of his
Beads
mouth for some
sweat
reason.
on his brow. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's also functioning as like, he speaks vile things.
That's true.
Were anyone
He's
else
had
tired of
evil thoughts.
Anubis at this point? Like, oh my God, just go away.
I was getting a bit
A
tired.
tiny
Yeah?
bit, but I think I got more sick of Apophis.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I love Apophis, don't get me wrong, and I love Peter Williams, but I just felt like
We're
Apophis
not talking about the
went on for
actors.
way
Yeah, we're
longer.
talking about the
Mm.
longevity of the characters. At a certain point, it's like,
Yeah.
okay. But I mean, when we
But
see him
we
in
did
season
he-
6, when we see him in season
Yeah.
8, and in Continuum,
Yeah.
I don't mind it because he's not coming back for a full arc.
No, he's not. No, he's
So
not.
Dan Ben said what scene was cut out or like not in the original airing. So this scene wasn't in the original, right?
No,
original
That's
40
correct.
minutes.
I'm
None of the
gonna go
Jaffa stuff
through-
really were in the original.
Yeah, I'm going to mention
and
them as they come up,
The Daniel Oma stuff is all there. Yep.
except
So.
for one scene.
Yep.
Mm.
That's it. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
so
okay,
I liked
the most obvious who's grand design. Who else is he gonna say? Seriously.
Yeah.
Come on now. Gods.
But yeah, I liked Anubis's like doomsday checklist. It was like, berate Baal, like, but keep him
Yeah.
alive to witness everything.
Tell him my
check.
entire plan
Retake
just so that I
Takara,
can do
check.
this.
Use
Yeah.
Baal's
Yeah.
own Stargate modifications to destroy every living thing in the galaxy. Check.
That's it.
Technically not Baal's though, technically Nerys's, but yeah.
That's it.
That's exactly right, but we don't know about that yet.
No, we don't. The thing that kind of sucks about these episodes is simply that because they didn't know they were doing season 9 and 10 yet in the way they were doing them, because they tied up so many of these threads, it unfortunately meant that there are a few things maybe that I think they could have maybe dragged a bit more out of it.
Yes.
And they kind of had to do a bit of a reset with season 9, and then they were able to start picking stuff back up from season 8 that they mostly tied up. So
Well,
Yes.
yeah, it's weird.
it's a moving train down the tracks, and they're putting the
Yeah.
the railroad ties down to mount the track as they go.
Yeah.
And it's a tightrope walk.
Yes. Yes. I always, in my mind, just consider season 9 and 10 to be almost a different series.
Stargate Command.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't, but I do. I feel Stargate, I see it as in chunks, but I'm not going to talk over the scene because I love it so much. So I'll come back to that later.
Oh, it's so awkward.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Sam's tone when she asks about Kerry is like trying to be casual, but there's definitely just a little shimmer of like jealousy underneath. And also, I noticed this the other day when I was rewatching this. What are those colored glasses on his desk? Because like if those are Kerry,
Those are
that's
his
a classic
glasses.
leave behind, like an
No, those are
excuse
his.
to pop back unannounced. They're pink.
Yeah. I
That
think
sounds like
I
Rick.
saw a behind the scenes thing saying that those are Rick's glasses because he wanted to, I don't know, have something fun on his desk.
I swear
love
we've
that.
seen those before on his desk.
We probably have.
Yeah. He's not buying
Yes.
Daniel's magic act anymore.
Yep, we're not doing a
No.
memorial again.
No, we're not going to pack up his stuff again.
It's way too much crap.
Amazing.
So all things being equal here, this is actually a real person having a conversation with another real person. Do you think Jack's in denial?
A little bit, yeah, because he doesn't know for sure. I think he's
so.
yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah.
He doesn't
None
want
of them know for sure.
jump
He's
the gun,
I think it's a lot of wishful thinking. So
but also they've got a
Watson.
lot going on at the moment, so
yeah,
he's hoping
That's
that
true.
it's not true.
yeah.
So
This is from
Dead Like
Daniel's
Me's
arrival,
sets, isn't
and
it?
I think
Yeah.
Oma's explanation were cut from the 45-minute version, which kind of loses like crucial context. And
Yeah.
the diner
Wow.
set is actually the Waffle House from Dead Like Me, which was another MGM Vancouver production.
Was it next to
The
Bridge
Waffle
Studios?
It was
Sorry?
in Bridge Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Michael Shanks himself called these diner scenes quite clever for tackling Ascension through metaphors. And
Oh, I
he
love
said
it.
the key was making it fun without playing it too strange.
Mm.
And I think the wardrobe decision here was kind of interesting because I was trying to figure out what the pattern on the shirt is, and to me it sort of looks like camouflage print.
It's almost like he's wearing some military garb. It's the same kind of color
Exactly,
coordination.
because I mean,
yeah.
cameo like string it screams military, like service protection sacrifice,
Mm.
which is Daniel's whole deal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
It's the early
It's
70s.
also,
Yeah.
Also in her Dialogate interview, Mel Harris, who plays Omar, revealed that the pencil tucked into Omar's hair was her own touch because her first job was waiting tables at a Jersey Shore restaurant, and she always kept her pencil in her ponytail. So it's kind of a nice personal detail.
Nice. Well, if you know how you would behave if you were serving people at a table, you're going to bring that with you to your acting. So
Yes, and she said the act of waiting tables she felt reflected Omar's nurturing side without softening who she
Yeah.
fundamentally was.
Well, I had this conversation with Rob Cooper. I was like, what's going on here with this space? Is this a metaphor for the ancients consuming things? And Oma, is the only one who's working, who's running around trying to get things taken care of. And he cautioned me not to look too deeply into it. That
Okay.
this set was available. It was an excuse to do a callback to after Daniel's parents' death. and
Okay.
bring back a reference to Nicholas Ballard. So it was
Yes.
a cool space that they took advantage of. So
It just
you
makes
can
sense.
look
Yeah.
into it for deeper meaning, but don't necessarily mean that was written into this. I
Okay,
mean,
so
that doesn't necessarily mean that. Yeah.
so Rob Cooper, don't listen to this because I'm going to be doing a lot of over analyzing, including that diner space. So I believe this knighting ceremony was also cut from the
Mm.
45-minute version.
Yes, it
Mm.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny actually. I was wondering for a long time why this episode felt so long growing up because I watched the DVDs and I'd never ever
Oh.
in that time clocked that this episode was longer than 40 minutes. I think it actually took until like the last couple years, I think we've brought it up a couple times for me to
Yeah.
realize it was even 60 minutes, 63 minutes long or whatever.
Yes.
You were
So-
watching the full version and not realizing it was running longer?
Yeah, I just went, wow, this episode always just feels so long and just never questioned it. I never looked at the timestamp. I just pressed play and
Oh.
carried on my life.
It's so
I
gripping.
also I
yeah.
loved that giant croissant that guy was using as a
There you
like
go.
a horn. It kind of
The
looks
horn.
like
It's right from the
kudu, which
from
is
the
like an African antelope.
Yeah.
Yep, and
It's from the film, you said,
Children
right?
of the
Or the
Gods.
Children of the Gods, yeah.
That's it.
It's a good callback.
Here
It's
we
the big
go.
ugly
I
horn
love
they
this
use
one.
when they have to
something that
kneel.
appeared in the beginning.
That's it.
And this was allegedly going to be the end. So full
Yeah.
circle.
Ironically, that's a different episode, full circle.
Yes, it is.
Mhm. What a shot.
Oh god, I have so many feelings. Oh god, Pete's
Oh,
coming. Oh, this is gonna be so
I
awkward.
know. So I can't remember if we've already mentioned this, but David DeLuise discovered fans called Pete Stalker Pete at a Paris convention. And like to be
Yeah.
fair, even Joe Malozzi admitted the character may have come across as a bit of a creep, but still David DeLuise joked that even Jack Sam shippers should thank Pete for forcing the characters to finally decide.
Damn
And
right.
when Nicole and I met him at GateCon, I admitted that I was a Sam and Jack shipper, but I also like Pete. And
Damn
he
right.
generally asked me if I was sure, like I'd made some sort of clerical error.
I don't think this is very fair. I think that you give the guy the heads up that he's going to meet your
Yeah.
dad. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Also, a minute ago when he kissed her on the cheek, and she had kind of a little oof kind of reaction.
Yeah, she kind
Oof.
of, yeah, she had like a little reaction.
Yeah, she wasn't really into it.
Well, because Jack would be on base, assumably, and she wouldn't want anyone seeing this little display of affection that might get uncomfortable by it.
And the way that I mean, I don't know, Jacob always kisses
Oh,
Sam on the
this
cheek in front of everyone,
silence,
so
though.
you know.
This long, awkward silence just feels so significant. Like you'd think if Selmac were like feeling up to it, he would jump in and like smooth things over, introduce himself, rescue
Yeah.
Jacob from his awkwardness. And I think the fact
But
that
he's
he
not.
doesn't is sort of
Yeah.
subtle foreshadowing that something's
Yeah.
not right.
Yeah, Jacob can see right through this crap, and I love it. As in, I love that he can see it. I don't actually love the scene. The scene's making me stressed.
Yes.
Now, can I just say,
Fire
as a
is
kid,
awkward.
this blew my mind. I could
What's
not
that?
believe that he was
Oh.
Anubis.
You couldn't.
Spoilers.
These spoilers. Couldn't believe it. Like,
So this
honestly, you
is-
should have seen my face.
George Zunza, and I
Mhm.
apologize to George if I've mispronounced that. So he plays Jim, and he is the 6th actor to play Anubis, technically. And he's best known for Law and Order. I think he was on The Deer Hunter, Basic Instinct, and Grey's Anatomy. And I think, as we've mentioned before, his Brief Instinct co-star Sharon Stone was briefly married to executive producer Michael Greenberg in the 80s. It's probably
Yep.
just a coincidence, but Hollywood is a small world.
Yeah, a lot of
But I
crossover.
actually quite like the casting because Jim reads as like this friendly, kind of unassuming everyman, you know, quite different from the young strapping hosts that Anubis usually chooses. So
Yeah.
it's like deliberately disarming, you know, like Nicole said, you just don't expect
You
it.
wouldn't
I didn't
expect that
expect it when I
guy,
when
yeah.
I first
Oh, I have a
when
story
I
behind
first
that, but
saw
I'll
it.
get to that at some point here. Raj says the Netflix cut of Threads is the shortened version. So sorry, guys, if
Of
you're
course
watching the
it
Netflix
is.
Yeah.
That's the
version.
syndication, isn't it?
The DVD is
Yeah.
the longer one, if you have the UK DVD.
Also, in a second, so Omer's diner lingo is authentic 1950s era American shorthand. So
you translate,
Noah's
please?
boy in a blanket is a ham sandwich because Noah's youngest son was Ham. Hen fruit wrecked on a shingle means scrambled eggs on toast. Mystery in the alley is hash on the side. Warm Eve with a moldy lid is a toasted bagel with cream cheese. And checkerboards hold the pig means waffles no bacon.
I genuinely, when I
Sort of
watched,
like classic
never known
Omar,
that.
like
Oh,
even
yeah.
her breakfast orders are cryptic.
right? I was like, what cryptic crap is she saying? I was so confused. Thank you, Evie, for correcting that in my head because it was so weird.
I knew what it was supposed to be, but I didn't know what it meant. Does that make sense? Like I knew it was
Yeah.
supposed to be
Yeah, it's food.
shorthand,
It's
but
breakfast food.
yeah.
I think this is in the regular cut.
I
think
haven't
so,
got
yeah.
any notes that stay otherwise
Okay.
because this kind of plants seeds for season 9 and 10, like where the Free
Mhm.
Jafar Nation have like
Yeah.
growing pains, and it becomes like a recurring storyline.
Well, what's happening on the astral plane is impacting this. So,
Yeah.
or it's he's reading the newspaper, so there has to be some kind of context for us to truly appreciate it, other than just Daniel's perspective in the diner.
Yes. Yes.
I asked Michael, I said, do you believe that Daniel retained his memories when he left the diner, even though that Oma said he wouldn't? And he had a long way of coming around to it, which was basically saying, yes, he does. The ancients who transferred him back left him with that
Yes.
knowledge.
I got
always
the
thought they
impression
should,
that
yeah.
he did because Oma was, well, I mean, we'll discuss it at the end, but like Oma was kind of distracted, so I don't know whether she was actually the one responsible for descending him. So I
doubt
don't
it.
know whether his memories were wiped.
They wanted to get him out of there rather than just have
I
him.
always assumed that what was happening here was with Daniel's resurrection was that he came back in such a like a funny like nope, wasn't me, like
Oh, I
that
love
immediate
that.
that when he says that he told them, he's like, no, I didn't do that, which meant that he must have retained some information because he said, he calls out that he didn't do it. So
That's true. Yes,
yeah.
that's true. Because when he descended the first time, he had no memory of it,
No,
like
nothing,
how
yeah.
it happened, who he was. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But apparently, if you choose to retake human form yourself, you get to keep your clothes. AKA
Yes.
Orlin both
Yes.
times.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I was going to say that later, but yeah, my point that I was going to make was it's kind of interesting, like maybe Oma did still have something to do with it in a way because he still wound up naked.
That's it.
She just likes
That's a
getting him
photo
naked.
from Meridian.
Yes.
Oh, it's
So
from
it's actually a screenshot.
Meridian.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So actually,
and there
the
is
full
artwork
text
for the
on
Wraith
this,
on the right.
yes.
I'm
So
done.
the full text on Anubis's plans to retake Takara is actually readable and it's surprisingly detailed. I did pause and
Yep.
read it. So Anubis describes himself
Christy.
as not such a bad guy. I just know what I like and I'm willing to kill everyone and everything you get to get it. Then he calls O'Neill such a pain in the dash. I'm particularly looking forward to pulling his arms off over and over and over. And he also threatens to have Tilk skinned and made into a wall hanging for his Peltac and
Oh my
admits it's something special planned for Carter. And then like
Yeah.
the other
Ooh.
titles were Jackson Still Undecided and Yoga, Not the Path to Enlightenment.
Something about a catastrophe. James C.D. Robbins created both of those newspapers, and he did write them out.
He had some
So,
fun.
yeah, if
These
you look at
bits
some of the
remove.
bylines, oh, it is okay. If you look at a
Yep.
couple of the bylines, they are his names and his wife's names in reverse.
Yes.
And I have this on my wall, and I will show it to you at the break.
Yes, I was gonna ask what happened to the Ascended Times prop.
It's on my
And
wall.
whether there was, like,
I don't
multiples.
know. I don't. It's a reprint.
Ah, I love
Yeah.
it. So this was also removed. It removes, I think, the 45-minute cut removes Jacob's comment about Salmak's opinion of Pete. And given that Salmak can read people, that omission feels pretty significant.
Oh, the scene was kept, but parts of it were
Just
taken
the
out.
end of it was trimmed. Yeah, it was trimmed.
I see. Okay. Yeah, she knows something's wrong.
Yeah.
She
And
does.
and something's wrong in her heart too. So
Exactly.
Yeah. Everything's wrong.
Think this scene was also cut from the 45-minute version, which makes the later barbecue scene kind of jarring because there's no setup for Kerry being at Jack's house.
Yeah.
I was quite surprised that there was someone else sharing his bed.
Yes, well, it's good framing because you're not expecting it. And then it pulls back and you're like, ooh.
Or in Jaffa Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old wife beaters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I feel quite bad for her actually because she's come into a situation she doesn't realize it's actually a little bit messy, and that like Jack's
Yes.
got all the stuff with Sam, and she just kind of, she was just a girl that liked a guy and was vibing and maybe starting something that could maybe lead somewhere, and then oof, So
I know.
I feel bad for her.
I don't hate her either.
Yeah.
Hate is a strong word.
Yeah. Well, we're saying
I
we don't
don't
hate her.
dislike
Yeah,
her.
we're saying we don't hate her. Yeah.
Oh,
You
boy.
always say that. I want someone to tally how many times David says hate is a strong word on these streams.
I just have reservations against it. I think that you
Almost
speak
as
things into
often-
being and not
Yeah.
you specifically, but in general, and
Yes.
and it manifests in your feelings and how you perceive the world.
I don't
think if
hate
we
a
had
lot of things.
tally. I think
I hate
the
Bane.
amount of times that David or any of us say you've got to buy it, I think is higher.
That's it.
Yeah.
Potentially, actually.
Here we go. She's going through the logic of it right now.
Yes. And it's kind of like the cruelest catch-22 of the episode. Like Daniel can act or he can know, but he can't have
Yeah.
both. And it's
Yep.
kind of fitting, I think. Here's where I overanalyze that the waffles came without syrup because it's much harder to swallow.
Oh, Yvie.
When I go to Waffle House, they routinely forget my syrup. So I'm finding
Oof.
myself doing this a lot.
It's just not
No
acceptable.
syrup. You should say it like that as well, just like Daniel.
He's just turning on the charm and she's just not paying attention. How could you be resistant to this?
Well, because they're not
They
actually
are-
like properly sitting there. They're like I don't know.
They
don't-
They're not.
I don't
They're.
know.
He's perceiving them, but they are not
Yeah.
literally on his level.
Yeah.
So they are of no consideration to him, or he is of no consideration to them. Rather, they're just he can't even touch them.
No.
But it would be hard as an actor to sit through that.
Yeah.
You'd want to flinch.
Yeah.
They're
they're
aware that he's there, but it's just
Yes,
Yeah.
they don't react until the end.
this is a very interesting detail. He says, "You mean ancients," and she says a couple of them. There are far more ascended beings than there are ancients.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
this is what they do. They protect the sacred timeline.
Oh dear.
Motor oil.
Does look like motor
Motor oil.
oil. Teal'c has left his Zat somewhere.
Are they allowed to have weapons in the briefing room?
Braytak does.
Ah. Yeah, so there's kind of a real, I think there's like a real irony in the Jafar's position now because they're like former slaves who suddenly control a weapon capable of destroying everything.
Yeah.
And
All
Jacob's
life.
concern about replicators still being out there kind of feels like a sneaky foreshadowing for Atlantis, like deliberate or not.
Yeah.
They're always lurking somewhere in some corner of the universe.
That's it. Yeah, those replicators did not get the come forth memo because they're not the same
No, they
breed.
didn't. No, they're
Yeah.
not. They're on a different transmission wave.
Frequency.
It's funny that
Frequency,
Jaffa would never
yes.
do that, but yet they do in season 10, and
do,
it takes the
Counter-Strike,
Ori
yeah.
knocking them out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Desperation, man. It
phase.
makes
Uh-huh.
you do crazy stuff.
I'm always amazed that she's got service down there.
Yeah, fair.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. With the flip phone that looks like a
There
compact.
must be a series of cell towers going down the silo,
Some sort of repeater. I think they
or
they
one really
shouldn't,
really
though.
tall one.
I think they shouldn't because the secrecy needed like to be on the
Yeah,
space. I feel
use
like,
the
why
hard
would
line.
they do that? Yeah.
Exactly. It's just you got to buy it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like Sam has a cell phone still. I don't know.
And Peter DeLuise will appear at the desk
Yes.
in a second, where Sam takes the call.
This
Also,
is not the
Pete-
first time
we,
he's
Pete's
sat
definition
there.
of urgent, no, it's not.
I know, it's a
Is
florist.
like, it just shows that he has like, I don't know, like little understanding of Sam's work.
I will say, in the UK, we don't really use the term cell phone. I've actually started doing it more because I spend time with like you guys. But we do tend to say either just phone or mobile over here.
We say mobile.
The mobile.
Yeah.
They're mobile. I never
A
realized that until
mobile
I
means
watched
something
Friends.
else over here. It's usually hanging above a baby's
The
crib.
kids. Yeah.
Oh,
the thing above the
yes.
kids' crib. Yeah, look, Pete, end of the world might come back to bite us again. So, like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
This time
Flowers
it won't be
yourself.
going for blocks. It will be going for DNA.
Yes.
the way Jacob rats her out here is so
I
filthy.
know, like pushing the florist conversation, despite like Sam's obvious like signals. It feels deliberate
Yeah.
to me.
It
Like
is.
he's kind of almost forcing her to confront why planning her wedding
kind
feels like
of
an
mean.
embarrassment rather
It's
than a
kind of
celebration.
mean. Yeah. And the way Jack's like, oh yeah, I'm not bothered about it at all. Yeah, go pick flowers. I don't care.
Yeah.
In fact, he wasn't
exactly.
giving her eye contact until just now says otherwise.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what you want. Oh, that fake smile. And Jacob's face here, like, what?
Jack rarely
What?
gives a genuine smile.
What? It's just like,
Yeah,
oh my
because
god,
that wasn't
idiot.
genuine, that's why.
These
That was
dumbass
forced.
men. These dumb men. I love them. I love them so much.
How could you not?
I love her line here, man, my dog's tired. I like to say that a lot.
Yes.
I literally, I steal that all the time. I was gonna say they should be the best. You know, you're on another plane of existence. You know, flavor is like
Exactly.
Here
another
we
level.
go. I was
Some, like-
appreciative of the fact that we got background to Alma's history in this episode.
Same. It's really interesting because she's been around for a
Yes.
long time. You know,
She's been around for a
doing her
while.
thing.
And that was Jack's point in Abyss. You can do
Yeah.
some things, but you can't do other things. And why is that? And who's this guy coming in and
Mm.
out like he owns the joint?
Yeah.
And he's whistling Amazing Grace.
He is.
The line that saved a wretch like me. So it's like a pointed choice for someone taunting Omar for her inability to act.
That's it. But she does it anyway.
Yeah, she does it anyway. Because it's like she's trying to repent.
Yeah, one of them is sitting in the room right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie as well. The plot twist of finding out that she's the one that ascended Anubis, spoilers, is also just one of the greatest twists. The fact that Threads is like wrapping up Threads and they're able to throw these twists of them while they're just sitting in a room chatting, like no big battle, no nothing, is so
Mhm.
cool. Because usually Anubis stuff is always in the heat of battle or as stuff's
Mm.
about to pop off. So it's nice to be able to kind of sit with it, you know?
I love how she says she has to get back to work, which is implying that, like, she really is doing things. She really is busy taking care of something. She can't just sit there and talk with them because she can't like do multiple things at once. Like taking her, it's
Yeah.
taking her energy to sit there and speak with him. It's preoccupying. It's occupying her from other tasks. So something's
could be helping
something's
other
at
people.
work.
Yeah.
I feel like Pete is trying to show some self-awareness here, but if he really got it, he wouldn't have interrupted a briefing about the
Right.
about the end of the world for like florist arrangements.
Yeah. Mm. And Selmac's in the coma by this point, isn't he? So when he brings up Selmac,
Technically, yeah.
it's then Jacob lied. Yeah.
She didn't specify though, not humans from Earth, just humans.
Yeah. Really funny though. Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, so the Jafar would rather go after a half ascended being than give up a tangible weapon. So either you could look at it as kind of being incredible bravery, or it shows just how fragile this new nation feels without something concrete to hold on to. Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, 100%. I I do actually really enjoy the way that season 9 kind of deals with this stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually wish we got a little bit more Jafar politics. I feel like season 9 did a bit, and then season 10 it was like there, but it wasn't as strong as it could be,
Mm,
especially after they lost Akara. So
yes. Yeah, they
I
should have
like that it's
just
called
destroyed
Tartarus,
it.
like the
Tartarus.
because that's a hell in Greek mythology.
Ah, there you go.
There you go. Look,
That's a
I
note
pulled up
I
something you
didn't
didn't
have
know.
written down.
Look at me! Oh my god. Daniel, that's a lot of
Uh,
sugar, bro. Put that away.
yes, yes. Well, I think he's like, it's almost like he's trying to sweeten something that's like fundamentally bitter, like this entire situation,
Yeah.
the whole diner, the cosmic indifference of the others.
Yeah.
He's been doing this sort of his whole life, finding hope in hopeless situations. And I believe that muffled dialogue between Anubis and Omar was
Yeah.
intentional. Like we were meant to share Daniel's confusion about why she's so hostile towards this seemingly harmless customer.
I do think that because of the fact that he's just so different from what you'd expect Anubis to be, and he's so charming, you just wouldn't expect it. I feel like,
Mm,
if I was watching it now, maybe I would have clocked it. But it is just so unexpected. I'm not sure if I would have gotten it now. I think maybe I would have
mm.
got an inkling maybe a bit closer to the time, but definitely not like at this moment.
There's definitely some hints,
Yeah.
but it's a good twist.
Yeah. I love that Daniel's like a little thorn in his side that's just been consistently like pissing him off all this time. Like
Yeah.
Daniel went to go and interrupt with a full circle, um, and then when he was body switching in the beginning of season 8, Daniel clocked it and
Yes.
realized it was him, and he's like, "This meddling kid."
So that shot just before from behind the counter,
Yeah,
I actually thought it was kind of interesting because there was like a lot of red where Omar and Jack were interact and Jim were interacting, while the
yeah.
others were kind of sitting in like a more warm amber light. So yellow is kind of
Yeah,
like
where's the
for
light?
enlightenment, but also cowardice, whereas
Yeah,
red is full of more like passion and conflict.
yep.
Also, down one of the corridors, we actually see a red exit sign, and like exit signs are usually green. So I think it's kind of like what Omar said, that when you walk out the door, it means you're choosing the alternative to ascension. So it's not like an
It's just
exit
death.
to
Yeah,
It's
safety. It's an
interesting
exit
yeah,
to
because
death.
here
yeah.
exit signs are usually red.
Yeah. Oh, really? They're usually
Yep,
green.
not in the
For
U.S.
us,
And
I
it,
think the
it says
reason.
by the byline there is Miro Garden, which is Martin Gero. It's a wordplay.
Nice. I think the reason they're green in this country is because like green is for good, so you run towards the positive color, and like red is
Yes.
more of like a bad color, so you'd want to run away from the
I mean,
red.
red's more urgent, but yeah, we have
Yeah.
green ones here as well.
Well, green also like usually means go, while red means stop in a like situation. So I feel like I
Mm.
just feel like red's just bad.
We do have some green ones too. It's just there's more prominently red.
Very interesting. Yeah, Evie's doing big analysis. I like it. Keep feeding me. I picked
Oh
up something Evie didn't. Tartarus is a
yeah,
hell
I
in
heard.
Greek mythology. Yep.
I've got earbuds in.
Good, good.
Yep. Very nice.
I love it. I love that he's yelling at them, being like, "Stop Anubis, why don't you?"
So,
He's
all
nice.
right. So I've got to burst my
Go ahead.
bubble
Go
here
ahead.
at this point.
Go ahead.
So Sky got these episodes before the U.S. did,
Yes.
and I
Ooh.
wanted. You know what? Let's wait for the scene to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, the real estate agent's name was Joe May, who I understand was an assistant art director on the show. He worked on 71 episodes of SG-1 uncredited. I did double check this.
Wow. Now, was that a photo of him?
I don't know. It was a very blurry photo. Also,
Can't
like
believe he
Pete's
bought her a whole
big
house.
romantic gesture here is either incredibly sweet or deeply presumptuous,
If
depending on
I
your
well, she's
read.
going to marry him, so you're going to be buying a house together. I think that he's
But like she's
100%
not
okay to do
giving him a
this.
say. Like he's been planning a future Sam never signed off on, like filling in blanks she left empty with assumptions about what she wants. Like he's building a life around a version of Sam that exists mostly
Well,
in
she
his
said
head.
yes to marrying him, so I think that kind of
She
gives
did, but
you,
that's not
you
yes
know,
to like a house is a huge asset. Like
Of
girl.
course.
you'd
Yeah,
want to have a you'd
for
want to have a say in that.
it's true. It's true. You're right. In
Look, if
terms of
she
that,
doesn't want to move into it, do you think that he's going to tell her, no, we're moving in? No,
yeah, he'd be like,
he's
sorry, I
not.
picked the
They'll
wrong
find
place.
another
We'll try
one.
and readjust it. There's
It's
always
fine.
you can always pull out of a deal.
Well, I mean, he'd have to
Tricky.
pull out
In
the
fact,
deal
she
in the end.
does. It's called
Yeah.
marriage, and she leaves it on she leaves it on the front lawn.
Yeah, yeah, she
Mm.
does.
Now, I think like Jim's evasiveness kind of reads really differently on a rewatch. Like first time through, he seems like an eccentric regular, but
Yeah.
then like the second time and beyond, it's just really Anubis savoring the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple of things at work here. First of all, he's the only one coming in and out. Secondly,
Yes.
he's the only one besides Oma who is interacting with Daniel. So something's going on
Yes.
with that. So that's a couple of things that are being triggered.
My
And
favorite
at this
thing is
point
that
in the
he's
show,
sorry, go.
at this point in the show, we know that there's more information that's being left on the table that sooner or later we're going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
Mm.
So before this quickly happens, I was going to say regarding him going in and out of the diner, it's like Anubis is about to like he's trying to get to Dakara and push the button to like end every other bit of life in the universe except his own corner, but like he's taking time out of his apocalypse plan to go and like piss off Oma and tease her a bunch
Yeah,
and like make
taunt
fun of her,
Oma.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then
Typical
go
evil
back
villain
like
move.
bruh. I love it.
Yes.
It's so annoying.
So the 45-minute version of this episode cuts out Sam sitting in her car, working up the nerve to approach. I think it's
Yeah.
also worth noting that she walks around the back rather than knocking. And like Jack's backyard has almost become a place where secrets get aired. You know, Mayborn had several revealing conversations with Jack in the backyard. And Kinsey and Joe the barber, who had things to hide, both ambushed him inside the house. And Sam's choosing the open air, you know, because she wants to be honest. She's ready. She's
Yeah.
ready for honesty. And
The
Jack
last
is
time-
standing at the
City
barbecue
confession.
where there's smoke, there's fire. You know.
The last time we saw them back here was 2010
No, it was Lost City.
Mm,
What do you mean?
that was
in the backyard.
Oh, the backyard, yeah.
Oh, was that the cabin?
the
I thought that was the
cabin,
cabin,
but
yeah.
generally speaking, it was a backyard.
Jack's backyard.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, Jax, that's great. Sure, honey. Uh-huh. This is just a rehash
Waving that
essentially
charred
of
piece of meat.
this is a rehash of the Lost City where she went in and he calls her like one of the country's national treasures. And like
Yes.
and then they get interrupted by Daniel and Teal'c, and this time they get interrupted by Kerry. So
But she gets
quite
more.
funny.
She gets more out.
yeah, finally. Season later. Oof. And it's hard 'cause
Yeah.
how do you tell her how you feel and what's going on? You're still in chain of command. The woman you're sleeping with is inside. This is all very awkward.
It is.
You should have seen me as a kid. I flipped my lid when she walked out. I was like, no.
Is this the first time she's in the regular broadcast version?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, she's probably in the very beginning when she was walking
When
out of
Sam
Jack's
walks-
office.
Yeah, but that's
yeah.
not the actual
That's right.
sleeping together
So
bit.
this is Claire Carey playing Kerry. It's a bit of a mouthful.
This is really awkward. Oh, that she calls
And
it
I
out.
think Jack's expression when she like swoops in to offer an explanation is like very telling. Like he wasn't hiding Kerry from the SGC, he was hiding Kerry from Sam.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Sam's getting married, so he can do it.
Well, he didn't want. He
True.
knew on some level that this would interfere with her
Yeah.
feelings, and he didn't want to do that. At least that's how I look at
Mm.
this.
Why don't you just stay?
Ooh, Saved by the Ring.
Yeah.
What would you
Those
have
awkward
saved in
looks.
your phone? Deep space radar telemetry front desk?
Yeah, I would do that.
Yes.
I think you'd run out of characters. Whoa, that's right. Love
Yeah,
that.
and
Yeah.
Jack and Jacob have a really great dynamic as well. So like,
Yeah, they do. And Jack's just
like,
gone
got
from
concern.
this. Now he's like just
Yeah.
worried about Sam.
And she's clocked
and
it. Carrie's clocked it so
Jacob.
fast, and I
Yeah,
love her
she
so
has.
much for doing that. Also, Jed Ted said British exit signs don't say exit. It's a little man running toward the door. Yes, it's a green sign with a man running toward the door.
Interesting.
Yeah.
One of the headlines on this paper that he's reading is family of 4 dies in transcendental waterfall. So even ascended beings still have local news tragedies.
So
So
do it again.
Sky aired this weeks before the US.
Yeah.
It was a part of the deal that
For
Sci-Fi Channel had
once.
with them right now.
We
So
never get that. Usually we get everything spoiled for us by the US. So that's
that's right. So there were several seasons here. This was happening. I can't remember when it started. I think it was season 6, 7, and 8, but it may not exactly be that. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to with Amazon.
Yes.
But when they had multi-parters, I stopped watching things week to week. And so I waited for Sky to air Reckoning 1, 2, and Threads. And I checked something out on IMDb, and it said Jim/Anubis. And the Anubis reveal was spoiled for me. And I laid in my bed and sulked.
Oh, no, that's fair. Oh my
David.
goodness.
I wish I could go back in time and give that David a hug and tell him not to do that.
Well, first of all, he would wonder what you were doing in his bedroom, and then he would probably give you a hug back.
Maybe she could have like thrown like a crumped up letter, you know, through the front door, through your window.
Yeah. Don't open IMDb for Reckoning and Threads. Stop it.
Under no circumstances visit IMDb. Signed Jack O'Neill.
Exactly.
With a little bit of blood. You'd be like, why is the blood on here?
Oh man. So Selmac was previously established as female. Like she was a deliberate character detail going back to season 2. But Jacob refers to Selmac with male pronouns. So given that the symbiotes don't have a fixed gender, it could just read as Jacob's framing rather than like a straight continuity error.
I always assumed, so I always thought about that as well growing up. And I always assumed that it was simply just whichever host you choose, because it's like when Osiris jumped to Sarah, you know, Osiris became a woman, even though Osiris was technically a man before. So yeah, I think the Gould are just like, oh, which hot body do I want today? That adapt. One, I am now a man. And it's like, good for you. Except not stop robbing bodies. Yeah. It's very interesting because I never really considered pronouns very much as a child, but actually Stargate was bouncing around with them nonstop. So
it was very progressive.
I
have to say that this, like, the timing of this conversation is just devastating. You know, Sam is already carrying the weight of her engagement, her feelings for Jack, not knowing whether Daniel is alive or dead, and now her father is dying. Like, Robert C. just stacks it on all at once. And it's either just brilliant or sadistic, probably both.
Crazy question. Not crazy, but I'm just throwing it out there because I'm thinking about it. Was Amanda pregnant by this point, or was she on the way?
I'm pretty sure she is, yeah. Very early stage, because you can tell just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I remember her talking about her journey with pregnancy and how it was a bit tough there for a minute. And obviously this is just before season 9, so there must be some overlap.
Yeah, there would be. Yeah. So TV Tropes calls this kind of an ironic punishment, and it's sort of like hard to argue. So the others didn't fail to fully descend Anubis. They left him in that half state deliberately as Omar's consequence for helping him ascend to the in the first place.
They couldn't push him out.
Yeah, so which means like
he was like
everything that he's done since. Description. So including the destruction of Abydos, like there's blood on his hands, if you could say that he has hands. So she's been trapped here watching it happen, powerless to intervene. And you could say that cosmic justice was served cold with a side of hash.
Oh, Yvie.
Well, give me some motor oil to pour all over it.
Yeah. Make that a little bit more consumable. I would love
I guess
to
that's
see
what happened to
some sort of-
Orlin. A majority vote let Orlin in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a little prequel thing of Anubis manipulating Oma into ascending him. I would love to see that somehow. I don't know how he did it. I've always been curious how he did it. So, oof.
She kicks him out, and he complies.
Yeah.
Interesting
Well, he's
choice.
late for something.
Yeah, he's late to go annihilate some Jafar and go take back Takara.
Got some business to attend to.
Yeah.
Killing some folk.
Yeah.
There's a great Denzel Washington film that he is in.
Do you know the name of the film?
I think he's looking it up.
It's one of my favorite movies, and I always forget its name. Crimson Tide. No wonder I can't remember its name.
I've heard of it, but I haven't
It's a
seen it.
good action movie set on a submarine. If you want a good film, it's a Bruckheimer movie.
Love
And
it.
it's heart pounding.
In a location trying to get out.
Well, that sounds like the perfect film for Nicole.
Well, it's nuclear
she
war
loves a good-
is imminent, and they are out of range of the ability to get the full launch codes, and so there's a mutiny on board the ship. It is
That's
an
really
excellent movie. I highly recommend you guys watch.
Mm.
Petter will love it, Nicole.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll
Sounds
recommend
like
it.
something my dad would enjoy. He loves a good, like, 80s, 90s action
Yep,
film.
early 90s. Denzel is in full form, and there's a Star Trek reference, a good one. There's threads throughout half of the movie.
Threads.
Yes.
You say. So Jacob mentions his near-death experience was 4 years ago, but like by reasonable accounting of the show's timeline, it should have been closer to 6 or 7 years. But maybe Jacob's been too busy fighting Goa'uld to keep track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a non sequitur.
I
And
love that
Jack's
he says that. He's called it
Deathbed
out.
advice
Yeah.
is basically a blessing, I think, for Sam and
Go
Jack.
be with
Even
the
though
old
Carmen
man.
himself preferred Sam and Daniel, but the show obviously
What?
went in another direction.
No.
Yeah, I just always saw them as like
They are
brother and
besties.
sister. Yeah.
Besties.
Also, I think it's interesting how Sam holds Jacob's hand in a second. Like she does almost the exact same thing with Jack in a little bit. It's a very small detail, but I think it says a lot about who she allows herself vulnerability with. Like in my mind, Jacob and Jack occupy that same emotional space for her.
Yeah.
It's a very small group of people for sure.
Yeah. I really like this breakup because it says all the things that we want Sam and Jack to be saying that they're not saying, and she's kind of saying it for them. It's great. Thank you, Carrie Johnson. You're great.
Yes.
You're my fave.
I actually think that, so a lot of fans debated whether Carrie already suspected Jack had feelings for someone else, given how quickly she reads the situation. I think she had suspicions, and I actually really praise her for this graceful exit. You know, it actually shows some remarkable emotional intelligence. She's old enough, she's mature enough, she's like, I'm just going to remove myself from the situation. And I remember having a very similar experience myself when I was in like my mid-20s with a guy that I liked, and something happened, and I'm like, you know what? 2 years ago, I might have just stayed in this to see how it would play out, but I'm getting too old for this. This is enough, and so I removed myself, and I felt very mature.
Good for you. Oh.
Also, her Freudian slip is very telling, where she said she couldn't love with instead of live with.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to say that Jack's posture here is really interesting. Like he stands when he realizes what's happening, but he doesn't move. He keeps the desk between them, his arms open, and his expression's quite soft, and it sort of reads less like defensiveness and more like quiet resignation. Like he's not fighting it, and he's not surprised by it either, and the desk isn't like a barrier he's hiding behind. It's like a respectful distance of a man who knows that she's right.
Yeah. I just love the way she absolutely called him out there. It's great.
Yes. I've actually read quite a few fan fictions where Kerry eventually ends up with Malcolm Barrett, and I actually love that because it's like two casualties of Jack and Sam finally fighting each other.
Yeah. Oh, poor Malcolm Barrett. He was so sweet.
I mean, I have an interesting story from my life. My my cousins, they divorced. My cousin divorced her husband
Right.
for another man. And
Oh,
then
okay.
that man's wife found solace in my cousin's ex-husband, and they
Amazing.
so
wow.
they swapped spouses.
They swapped.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
wow.
Yeah.
Did it all work out in the end?
They've all been together since I was 7. Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of
Jeez,
messy
that
and
is
interesting. I'd love to watch that soap
interesting.
opera.
Isn't that
Okay.
wild? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is very wild. It's kind of all neatly tied up in a bow, but I'm
That's
glad
it.
it worked out for everybody.
Yeah.
Evidently so.
So this was another scene, I think. So Daniel's address was cut entirely from the 45-minute episode, which sort of strips out one of the episode's most pointed critiques of the others. You know, their
Yeah.
silence is an indifference is a choice.
Yeah. Oh,
It was too late.
I love the scene.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, it's true.
You ain't lying.
Well. Yeah.
That's it. They let her do her thing too.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like a penance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so vengeful as well. Just to punish her, they let Anubis just wreak absolute havoc.
I know, letting everyone else die because of what she's done. Oof.
So it stands to reason, if that's her punishment, what was Anubis doing the 3 years prior to the 3 years that he was on the scene here? Where was he wreaking havoc, allowing her
I don't know.
to be served
Just
as
plotting and scheming.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I
I
love
think
this
what's
speech.
striking is that Daniel, a man who has spent his entire career arguing for diplomacy and understanding, tries to reason with beings who invented the concept of enlightenment and gets
Essentially so.
absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
They're in a space now where they don't have to hear what he says.
Yeah.
And they know they don't have to hear what he says. And they're content with not having to hear what he says. But they are listening all the same. They just don't care anymore. They're very nihilistic. It's like, as long as you don't, like, obliterate life in all layers of reality, as long as you don't do that, we cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just really turns the opinion of the ancients against them. You know, they'd built them up as being these magical,
Oh, I dislike them so much.
inventive-
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's not
you know,
ancients, it's others.
ideal.
There's a couple of
Yeah, I
ancients
Some of
in
them
there.
are.
But
Yeah,
some of them are ancients.
Every time
Yeah.
the ancients pop up, I hate them. You know, they're just so arrogant and annoying. I hate this.
They're
useless.
a plot device. That's all they
I
are.
know.
Mm.
I know. The only people I liked were Janice, Merlin when he became more Merlin and less Moros.
Yeah.
And also nice
had
seeing
an
this place
awakening.
again from season 7.
Tartarus,
Yeah. And then that lady, I forget her name, who was in the original recording in Rising, who we saw again in Before I Sleep. I forget her name. She was nice.
Oh, yes.
There were Hactyl. I didn't notice the Hactyl before. There's
Yeah,
several of
so
them.
these scenes were also cut, which kind of quietly removes the entire sense of a ticking clock on the Jafar side of the story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's, I mean, in the scheme of things, pardon the pun, it's largely irrelevant. Like, we all know that Daniel's
I
going to stop this from
guess.
happening. Whether or not
So,
they go
but-
here or there.
Yeah, it's also two of the most experienced warriors in the galaxy outmaneuvered by a being who's been dead
Mhm.
for many, many years.
Well, Anubis is conniving and
Or
smart, I hate
undead.
him.
Whatever he is.
Yeah.
Undead, yeah.
I miss,
Uh,
after,
Nicole.
season
Nicole.
7, I really miss
I
the Tok'ra.
know.
We see them here,
too.
and then we see them
Yeah.
in, I think, Dominion, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
And
I think
then
I spent-
Continuum.
I think I spent a lot of was it Death Knell complaining about the fact that we were losing the Tok'ra because of
Yeah.
like, you know, and
You
how
did.
much that upset me,
Yeah.
because they're such a crucial ally, and the loss of Jacob means they're like
Mm.
fully basically gone now. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we never have. We would have an ambassador or someone more than likely communicating with us, staying in touch with
Yeah.
us. Obviously, that's what happens when, you know, we find the last ball clone. We're still in communication with them.
and yeah.
Okay, so
So
be quiet now.
Eve's supposed to be quiet.
God's sake.
So this moment has obviously become very iconic among shippers, and that the single word always, that carries the weight of 8 seasons, like it's unstated in the best possible way, and
Yeah.
says
7 Harry Potter
everything that the
books.
show has been dancing around for years. I just think it's perfect. It's very good writing, minimalistic as it is.
Yeah.
So what do you think they did to him here? They just take him off life support, or did they give him something?
Yeah, I think they just let him fade away.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I spoke with Carmen about this. Notice who speaks here.
Wow. Yeah, Sam doesn't say anything.
It's flanged. That's Selmac.
Yeah. Sounds a
Oh.
bit.
Oh,
And Jacob
really?
confirmed that was the intent.
Wow.
So Selmac
She kind of
says, "I
had
love
two
you."
dads. She kind of had two
Selmac,
dads.
that's right. Selmac was saying
Oh.
goodbye as well.
That's
Oh
so
my
sweet. I never knew that.
goodness.
Oh, did that? You're gonna make me cry, man. Stop it. That actually.
Oh, that's
makes me really sad.
beautiful.
This was a
'Cause-
hard ending. He's gone.
Yeah. No.
Ay.
Oh, guys, I don't think I was gonna cry today. This is bull. How dare you, David? That upset me. That tipped me over the edge. How dare you?
I actually currently have my hand over my heart at the moment.
Oh. I'm glad my camera's not on.
This dude needs to go.
Well, I think what makes this reveal land so well is that Jim has essentially been doing Daniel's detective work for him all along, like dropping breadcrumbs about Omar, about the rules, about Anubis, knowing exactly where it leads. You know, he wanted Daniel to figure it out. And the horror of it isn't the revelation itself. It's like realizing he's been played the whole time.
Well, yeah. And he knows that Owen's been lying by omission. So he's just not having it. You know, the gloves are coming off. He's got his finger over the hydrogen bomb launch button.
Yeah.
And so nothing matters at this point. And here we go.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh,
I love
the smile.
Cue maniacal laughter.
Amazing.
Oh,
it's
it's
a really
great.
great moment.
Just having the best day of his life. Or afterlife.
Yeah. Other plane of
So
existence.
on Dial the Gate, David DeLuise called this a very weighty scene, but ultimately the right one. The life that Pete built around Sam couldn't have worked because she could never
Would've
have
been a dollhouse.
been fully honest with him. And David, I think you actually reassured him that Pete's doing fine back in Denver, getting on with his life.
More than likely,
He'd find a
I
nice
suspect.
girl. Yeah.
Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, you know what, that too.
It's a little bit too neat.
Hey, look, David's cousins are pretty neat too. It can happen.
Yeah. I think Pete's trying to be gracious, but the ripping of the sale sign is a very small, petty gesture.
Yeah.
But in a way, it's kind of fitting because, like the house, Pete is also back on the market.
That's it. Yeah, that's true. And I mean, all things being equal, he should not have touched that sign. So someone should have come along.
I think we talked about that a while back when we brought it up. We were like, hey, you know that sign we were off? You're not actually allowed to do that until you speak to someone.
Don't ask to stay friends.
Matthew Hammond said, "I must be the only one that wished that Jack and Sam would have gone their separate ways." I mean, yeah, there are people who think that. For me, Sam and Jack growing up were like my first ever ship I'd ever witnessed on television, and so I'm sure there are loads of people who see it differently, but to me, they're like my ride or die. Like I love them so
Me
much.
too, thank you. So I don't expect everyone to share our opinion,
No,
but I do like it being respected.
yeah,
And this
don't
ship
hate
has
us.
been a huge part of my life for many, many years now, and
Yvie
it's
wouldn't be
very
here
dear to
if
me.
Yvie wouldn't be here right now with us, and our
Yeah.
friendship wouldn't exist if she wasn't a Sam and Jack shipper. I think
wow.
that definitely, I think that was a huge part of your love for Stargate, and like
Yes.
when you really went into fandom with it was Sam
Yes,
and
I
Jack
did.
and the fan fiction hole that you went down, which is why
Mhm.
I love paying attention to it, especially when and sharing it with you, because it's such an important part of our friendship. So
It is.
yeah.
It's happening.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Walter. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah.
It's better than doing nothing, I guess.
I mean, wouldn't that shockwave reach them eventually anyway? The gate just does it faster.
Yeah.
It would just take like a very, very long time to travel across space.
Oh, man.
The way he waves here, he's such a knob.
I know, it's so
There we go.
obnoxious.
Ugh. Love it. Hate him. Yes, Daniel, try. You're pathetic.
And it's Daniel who, changes
Yeah,
her
he's got to
mind.
try.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the way that Oma goes back into like classic Oma when she goes to like kick his ass.
Yep.
Let's
She
go,
has
girl.
a wardrobe change and she's all glowy and she's
Damn
like,
right.
yep,
Let's go, Queen. Pop off.
let's go.
Get him.
Yep, pop off.
And now
Get
everyone's
him.
paying
Do it,
attention.
do it.
Now it's
So
interesting.
now they didn't expect that. Yeah. So Robert C. wanted viewers to feel that Oma's sacrifice was always going to happen from the moment we first saw her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think on Dial the Gate, Mel said that when a fan asked whether Oma would eventually win her eternal battle with Anubis, and she didn't hesitate. She found the question almost insulting, like there was never a doubt in her mind.
Kicked his ass. But now the bad thing is we've lost Oma, which means that we've lost like she helped so many people. She's not there to save Daniel again. But I like to think that like I know this isn't like it's not connected, but I really loved Morgan Le Fay because I felt like she was
I was
kind of
about
like
to
the new
bring her
Oma.
up. Yes.
Yeah.
So even Robert C. noted that Oma's choice mirrors Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
individual ascended beings, choosing eternal struggle when the
Ascended
others
beings
won't
love
act.
to flock to Daniel and help him out in his arrow.
He's
I will
just
say
so
as
charming.
well, actually. He is. But fun fact, actually, I said to Petter a long time ago, he disagreed with me because recently because his sister's called Megan. But I was like, if we have a kid, like, boy or girl, I want to call them Morgan. I almost hope they're a girl. Because I just really love the name Morgan.
I
And
like
Morgan
the
Le
name
Fay,
Morgan.
like,
That's a
she
good
meant
name.
a lot to me. Yeah.
Yeah. I always assumed that Morgan got the idea to fight Adria from Oma.
I like to think they were friends and that
that's
they were in the same
interesting.
circles because they share the same kind of attitude towards like supporting and helping humanity.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think
that's my
Merlin
headcanon.
mentions the fact that he mentions Oma. He doesn't say that he doesn't know who she is. Well, but we'll have to deal with that when we come to it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We shall cross that bridge when we come to it. No, the bridge is well guarded.
Yeah, exactly right. That particular cliche is
Oh, I'm waiting for it.
I love it. I love it.
It is a great mystery.
The way that Teal'c's like, these Delulu people think that it's Daniel. That's crazy, isn't it? and then he walks in. Look at it. These two
They're, like,
100%
talking in
think.
code.
And Teal'c does not believe it. Like, look, Teal'c's a bit like, I don't know, guys.
These crazy humans believes.
Yeah, somehow. Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, I love
See,
that.
he knows. He
No, it
knows
wasn't
that
me.
it wasn't
Yeah.
him because he has
Yeah.
the information.
Yeah. To be fair, he wasn't like fully properly ascended. He was halfway, so he wouldn't have to lose his knowledge because he never gained the ancient knowledge.
Oh
He
yeah,
just
maybe
retained.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
He retained his current knowledge. Like he never made it that far in the end.
I also love that Jack covers Daniel with the SGC flag rather than the American flag because
Oh, yeah, apparently
honestly,
that's like
he's
an
probably
insult to
just trying to
America?
preserve the dignity of the Stars and Stripes.
It'd be an insult to anyone's flag who, yeah.
It would be
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, well, someone had a go at me ages ago because I was like, Daniel would look good in any flag, and then someone was like in the comments of one of David's trivia things was like, "How dare you? That's our flag!" And I was like, I didn't know that was an issue. Sorry, you know.
Well, I
So-
have to
Well, you've
mention
never
that
been
this scene has
patriotic,
given the
so-
internet a lot of work, like a lot to work with. Like Sam's flustered
Yeah.
reaction
Well,
has
the
become one
reason-
of the most circulated gifs in the fandom, and Braytek's
Yep.
expression was just everything. And I've
The
got a
reason
lot
I'm-
to... Yep, you go.
Sorry, go. Just the reason with the flag thing, that I didn't realize was an issue was because I think Amanda Tapping did like a half-naked photo shoot wrapped in the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
So I
did,
didn't
yeah.
realize it was a problem because there was that photo shoot. So I didn't realize it would be disrespectful in that kind of setting.
It wasn't then, and it wasn't when this was shot, but it's hot button now because people, go out of their
Yeah.
way to share when they're upset. But let's
Fair.
bask in this, please.
So
Because
the
right now
final
there are no
scene,
fish in the pond.
it's-
No, this is important.
This is beautifully ambiguous. Like Sam could be talking about fish, she could have been talking about something else
That's it.
entirely. And I think it's worth noting that there's like a bit of a tie here because fishing also requires patience, stillness, and willingness to wait, kind of like their relationship.
Yeah.
And I think Joe Malozzi has said that as far as he's concerned, Sam and Jack have been together ever since this episode, and
I have a problem
it's
with that.
never made it like it's never made explicit on screen, but that was the writer's
Mm.
intent. And even Robert C, when he was accused of being anti-ship, he pointed
Yeah.
to this episode and said, "Good grief, how much more ship can I
Right.
get?"
Exactly.
Well, I have a problem with that because in season 9 she like 100% hooks up with Martouf, and I was like,
She
is she
doesn't
cheating on
hook up
Jack?
with
What is going?
Martouf.
Oh,
She
100% she hooks up.
almost kiss.
They then walk away together and leave the room. It's 100% a hookup. Nah, I don't believe
They
Jack and Sam were
didn't
together
hook
from this
up.
point. I'd like to think
No.
they would be, but they are either they are 100% hooked
I
up.
think she was they didn't hook up. She
That's
was
the
just
only reason I don't believe they're
engrossed in
together
the
from this
moment.
point on. Only reason I don't believe it is because of that one moment in season 9. Because you would not, if Petter did that with another girl at all, I'd be like, you're dumped. That is in even a close almost kiss, not appropriate.
That was Threads, everyone. Thank God it's over.
I would really like to live in the Delulu of that
well, I was
but I can't
wait till the
because
line draws. So I have to confess that Threads is probably one of my most favorited like type of fan fiction. Like I've bookmarked so many stories on fanfiction.net and AO3 that deal with, Threads and what happens after Threads. And most of them deal with Sam and Jack finally having obviously that conversation that this episode dances around. And the best ones tend to set it here, which kind of makes sense because the window of opportunity was quite short. Like Sam is later reassigned to Groom Lake, I think, and Jack is going to Washington. So if it was going to happen, it would happen here. And my personal favorite are the ones that suggest that they got married at the cabin or shortly after in like a quiet, small civil ceremony, and they kept it secret.
Could have been.
I like
Sam is
those
reassigned
ideas.
to where?
Groom Lake.
Groom
She goes to R&D,
Lake?
doesn't she? Yeah.
She
Yeah,
went to Area 51.
I thought she did
I
as
always
well.
saw it. Yeah, Area 51, Groom Lake.
Don't know.
Spell Groom Lake.
Fanfic's not always right.
Groom. As in like
Groom.
yeah, Groom.
Groom
G-R-O-O-M.
is
It's
a
funny
remote,
accent.
dry
Groom.
salt flat in
Groom. It's
Nevada that
part of
serves as the
There we go,
site
Area
of a top
51.
secret U.S. Air Force facility known as Area 51, or Homey Airport, situated at the
There we
Nevada
go,
Test
same
and Training
thing.
Range.
Interesting.
Well, spank me, Rosie.
Didn't know that. That's very
I've never
interesting.
heard
I
of Groom
will.
Lake in
Ah,
this.
it's
Stargate
mentioned all the
context
time
before.
in fan fiction.
Well, that's because
Even
fans are
ready?
reading too far into it. It's like, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up my feelings on Threads here. Say that it's like a banger episode. There are so many great moments here. I actually think that Teal'c doesn't get to shine enough in this episode. He's doing the Jafar stuff, but like it's just such a side thing to what Daniel's going through, and then the romantic drama between Sam and Jack. And as I said before, I don't think Sam and Jack got together now. I'd believe it now. I'd believe it if that episode if Ripple Effect didn't happen, if they didn't put that one bit with Martufin, then I'd 100% believe that they were somewhat entangled. But no, I like think they get together further down the line after like they wrap up their own stuff and Jack fully retires. But yeah, 100% a shipper. Great episode. I'm sad that this is kind of the end of so many arcs that I care about, and Richard Jansen is on his way out for the show, and he won't be back in very much, and that makes me sad. But on the bright side, guys, we're about to get Vala, so I'm okay. And then we lose her again, but then we get back.
Yes.
I want to also say sorry to the chat for people who didn't have the episode, the full thing, who waited around 20 extra minutes for us. Thanks for sticking around and waiting for this part. I'd say that this episode is a solid. I don't know if I should go 6 or 7. I think I'm gonna have to go 7. It's just the culmination of everything. Great.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think that there are a couple problems here and there that I could like maybe tweak a little bit, but 7 60-minute episode, they did a lot for us, so that's it.
I think it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want to
this is a 7 for me.
Yeah.
This is a culmination of a ton of stories. Robert Cooper. I waffle between him and Brad as my favorite writer. It's really hard to choose, but they're so strong for each of their different reasons. But this episode is absolutely a 7 for sure.
Yes, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that I 3 will be also rating this a 7. And I was thinking back to when you were interviewing us for the fan competition, and I think I said that my favorite episode was Window of Opportunity, and I know how much you hated that response because that's everyone's favorite episode. I should have said Threads. I don't know why I didn't say Threads, because I think this episode is fantastic.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
David asked us all those kinds of those questions throughout the thing, and I remember I gave him 2 different answers in 2 different interviews where I was like, it chops and changes. You know, we have the one that like hit me a lot when I was growing up, and I think I told you it was Emancipation, and you were like, ew, and I was like, sorry, you know, at this moment in time,
so wrong, you know, to make your favorites. It was like
at that
really?
time for like that.
No, I know the beadwork is very well done.
Now it's like not. But like at the time and as a child, it hit me a lot.
Yeah, go through different phases. Depends on your mood and where you are in life.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Threads now, Yvie, or it would have been Threads if David asked you that question and you had a bit more time.
I think it would have been a better answer than everyone's bog standard Window of Opportunity. As much as I love Window of Opportunity, and I'm pretty sure I also would have given that a 7.
That's a fair.
I have a special place in my heart for the unofficial conclusion of season 8 with Threads.
Oh yeah,
because like Mobius is the official conclusion, but it feels
this is the real end,
separate from this.
Technically, the end of Mobius is also the end of Threads. So you know.
Exactly. Technically, technically they do repeat that scene.
Yeah.
But I think they did a great job at tying up all the storylines.
They did. Also, someone in the chat said that Hammond actually refers to Area 51 as the Groom Lake facility, I believe, in Touchstone. Someone said. Who said that? Someone said it. Someone very helpful.
I'm glad I'm not wrong, because when David hesitated when I said it, I was like, oh God, have I got this wrong?
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Admiral Manel.
I'm not familiar with the
term. I forgot that
I can search the entire franchise transcripts in now. So Groom Lake, he's probably right. Yes, the Groom Lake facility, Touchstone, that's correct.
Oh, nice, good job, Admiral Manel.
Delivered to the Groom Lake facility. It's brought up a second time. And that's it. Yeah, Touchstone, it's brought up twice. Very well done. Who said that?
Admiral Manel.
Thank you, Admiral Manel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So everyone here gave us 7s. Let's see what the chat has to say. I'm seeing 7s a lot, so let's go. Admiral Manel said 7 out of 7, if that's not obvious. Rodriguez said that Threads is 7 out of 7. Chevron, since it continues from Reckoning, a very good episode. Irma mentions that Daniel and she can't stop Anubis, but Replicata mentions that there is a way to stop Anubis in his mind, unless she was lying. Yeah, I think that she was lying to manipulate. I don't know. And then they said, I wish we didn't lose Jacob, Selmac, Irma, and Pete in one episode. Yeah, we had 3 deaths and
essentially,
Pete left the scene. Yeah, that's rough. Anthony said it's a 7 from me. Sarah Beamy said a beautiful episode epilogue. Looking forward to that rating. Jed Ted said 7 chevrons. Dan Ben 7 chevrons. Lock Watcher, it's a 7. One of my favorites from season 8. George and Mel are incredible actors. Love the Astral Diner. Makes me want waffles. Me too. And Jack's
I'm
Cabin.
a big waffle fiend.
I'm not. I want to be more of a waffle fiend. David, if I come to the States, feed me
probably-
waffles.
Yes,
I'll
I'd
take you to
probably
Waffle House.
prefer,
Yeah, good. Let's go.
like pancakes or hotcakes or whatever you call them, flapjacks. But I don't mind waffles, but I'd need to have some cream with my maple syrup.
Yeah, I want to just get more into waffles. There's not much of a culture for waffles over here, so.
That's such a
and
shame.
then-
They're so delish.
I know,
And
I know,
Canadian
it's
maple
something wrong
syrup
with me.
all the way.
Oh, I
I
always
can't get it
like
down
Canadian
here.
maple.
I hate it.
I always get maple
Really?
here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
I haven't gone out of my way to get it because I
Okay,
usually
yeah.
eat out when I have my waffles, and I'm not going to come in
Mm.
with someone else's waffle syrup because that is really, well, it's not very nice, and also it's tacky. So anyway,
Yeah.
If you whip out
Yeah.
your own like
Like, I
flask
come- go
of
to a restaurant
syrup,
with my own-
yeah.
with my own
Jeez,
heights.
man, and I do tend to go
Weird.
through it. So yeah,
Fair.
Yes, me
All right.
too.
I'm still
what
not
do
done,
the
by the way.
audience say?
Lock Watcher also said love episodes when they get to fish in the end. I really love the fact that both this and Mobius ends
Yes.
with the same fishing incident,
Oh,
but
actually,
it's
did you
slightly
guys
changed
notice-
because of the timeline.
Did you notice my fishing rod?
No,
I
it's
can
too high.
barely, I can barely see it, but yeah, I see it now.
Damn.
I see it dangling.
Do you want to just
Aw.
take?
Love
Can you take a
hearts.
photo and send it to the chat? It's very sweet, but is it hearts? Is it
I don't think you
hearts?
can add a
Just
photo to the
skewer.
chat.
Okay. Yeah, but
Yeah.
to take a photo, send it to the chat. And then we've got Chibi Me said 8 out of 7 out of the park went to the next galaxy. that's that's great.
One
So obviously
galaxy
it's-
over.
Yeah, that's a fantastic rating. I love that. Sarah Beamy said Threads wraps up all the threads quite nicely, so
does.
A7.
Indeed, it does.
Admiral Manel said also Nicole, season 9, episode 7, X Days Marketer Barrett asks her how's Pete because he didn't know, so you're single again, and she says not exactly.
Yes, she does. Yeah.
She does. That's what annoyed me because Ripple Effect happens right after. But I refuse to believe that she would do that to Jack. So when she said that, I think that maybe they weren't like I don't know. Look, I can't.
Definitely had a
my brain.
discussion.
They'd
at the-
had
at the
discussion had been
cabin.
had, yeah. But I refuse to believe that she would even get remotely close to kissing another man because that would be upset me. No cheating.
You are really on the.
It really
on
bothers
this.
me.
It
really
doesn't even
bothers me.
upset me that much. I mean, it throws me like a little bit, but
Yeah,
yeah,
throws me
I just
completely.
figured that she was just engrossed in the whole Joel and R thing. It was like Joel and R a little bit taking over, and
Yeah, no, I refuse. Gecko Fett said 7 out of 7 for me. Stuart Miller says 7 chevrons, and Dan Ben
I've
said
sent
is
the
there
chat
fish
that
in
picture
there?
by the way.
Sweet. Dan Ben said is there fish in there or not? Not right now, but there will be, which is close enough and scary. And then Raj Luther said waffles with an egg salad, avocado, and sauce is good. I do not like my like that's a dessert food in my head. David, you sneaky.
I
man,
wanted
that's
to
funny.
know. I wanted to know the answer, so we're going to find out the answer. In your opinion, is Sam with Jack by season 9's Ripple Effect?
There you
Yes,
go.
I'm
And
voting.
we're
in the
already at 50. People are waffling. To speak of waffling,
chat. waffling.
Waffling between them.
so let's see what happens.
And then
Yeah.
David, have you shared the image with the chat as well of Evie's thingy?
How am I supposed to share? I can't
Okay, I don't know.
share. You can't
I don't
share
know.
an image with the chat. I said so. She took a picture of it anyway. I like
Okay.
looking at it.
Okay.
So
I thought
Yeah,
how do
there's
you
no
share
way
your
to
screen
share
on
it.
Facebook?
here,
Alright.
let me share it.
Oh, you're going to get your phone up to the thing? Yeah, great, that works.
There.
Old school. Do it old school.
That's it.
Oh, that's very sweet. I like that. No, I like that a lot. That's very nice. It's almost like mistletoe. You've even got Sam and Jack
Yes.
together. That's really cute, actually. I like that.
Mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it.
And then Sarah Beamy
Don't
said,
eat it.
I do prefer pancakes to waffles, but probably because there's less opportunity to have waffles in the UK. Exactly. This
go.
is a pancake country, but it's not even a proper pancake country. Our pancakes are crepes. So
Yes,
crepes
yep, same
backwards.
here.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, Pancake Day was Tuesday. Shrove Tuesday had pancakes. So Easter is coming.
Oh, is that
excited.
is that already happened?
Yeah, Pancake Day. You missed it. David's got a box.
I does have a box. So Martin left me one more
I'm
thing.
gonna have a mouthful of this pudding.
Go ahead.
And let me see here before we get to the gift. This is bigger than I expected. And I have is it a sticker? It's an SGC sticker. Oh, SG
I love
gift
it.
builder. There we go.
Love it.
It's like an official seal.
Yeah.
This thing is so freaking heavy.
Wait,
You
is
have
that
no
piece?
clue what it is.
Wait, it looks like a bit of Stargate from the angle. that
Does
it's
it
at.
now?
Yeah, it looks like a bit of the arc.
Is it circular?
Wait, is it like a bit of the all-in one? Is it a bit of the all-in minigate or something? I don't know. I'm suspicious
So
it's too
he
small.
saw my universe Stargate downstairs, and he
Okay.
wanted to do the same.
If you can get it out.
He certainly knows
If I
how
can
to
get it
wrap a
out, my
package.
gosh.
He,
Oh my
he
gosh.
certainly does. It is like, it is
Gosh darn it.
screen proof. You can't
There we go.
open it.
All right, there we go. And then tissue paper. So,
See, everyone in the chat gets to see. If you come here live, you get to see the chaotic unboxings that David's doing of all the stuff lately, like
hopefully
Janice's.
not breaking
stuff.
live on air.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Okay, what you're revealing so far looks amazing.
Oh, that's the back. That's the back of the standard gate, I believe. A piece of the stand. I'm not gonna lie, man. How do I get
It could
myself that?
be blue or red.
But I think it's gonna be red. It's red. Look at it. Point of origins right
my
there.
goodness. I want to
That's
be
so
best friends
beautiful.
with Martin.
Hey, Martin, how much do we have to
Oh.
pay you to do that, please? And thank you. Oh,
Oh,
David, if you
that's
could
so-
actually get me
Oh
Martin's
my
number.
God,
Oh my God, it lights up! Oh my God! Wow!
And
Wow.
even the bottom lights up.
That's so exciting.
Oh wow.
That's amazing.
Is that not wild or
That's
what?
so beautiful. That is
He
wow,
has
the
done
talent.
an
Beautiful.
extraordinary job.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
That's gonna look
wow.
perfect on your shelf. Your
That's gonna look
back
perfect on my
room.
shelf when I rob David. Wow.
Yeah.
That's so
Did he do
legit.
a good job?
Gorgeous.
David,
Is
could
it
you please-
heavy?
Is it heavy?
It's heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Ah.
is.
Yeah, if you could
But
please
can
put
you
me in
hear the-
contact with Martin. No, can't hear
Oh,
it.
you couldn't hear that? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it
If you
making
could please-
a humming?
I'm sure it's making like a dialing noise. Or like the wormhole
I
noise.
think it's going to come back on here at some point. I'm not entirely sure. He designed it with David Reed mode. Let me see. Stargate Wedge is packed in this box. Good to know. It has basic power switch that.
Mode is now activated.
Did
What
you
the
just
hell was
hear
that?
you?
What was that?
I heard something.
It said David
heard-
Reed mode is now activated. It has a basic power. Yeah, oh, well, there's my answer. And powers. It goes quiet for about 20 seconds, then announces David Reed mode is activated and powers all the lighting on. It will stay on this for about 3 hours, and you can power it off anytime you want. I hope it's a nice part
Wow.
of your collection included.
Oh,
For your
wow.
amuse. Oh, yes, there was something else.
What now? What now? What
There
now
was
does what it do?
something else.
Oh my goodness, you have the best friends.
I know. I want to text Martin. Oh, it's so beautiful.
There we go. And
Does he
then-
sell this stuff online, David?
He doesn't
Yeah.
sell it. He makes it for
Okay.
free so that you can buy it. You guys know what this
Oh,
is?
right.
That's the
The page turning pedestal.
the page from Toy of Tantalus.
That's it.
Oh, of course.
That is so pretty.
That's
Just-
cool.
oh, 3D
'Cause
printed as well.
he and Ian
Yep.
are working on that now.
Oh, David, could you please like speak to Martin on my behalf to like maybe just I want to try and sweeten some sort of deal with Martin because I really need
I'm
some of
sure
that in my
something
house.
can be arranged because he's going to be in
Please.
London really soon. So
Is he? Oh yeah. Oh my God,
Yeah,
that
he's
makes sense.
moving.
Okay, yes, please,
Ooh.
please,
Yep.
please.
he's moving over there for work, and
Good,
he will
good.
be taking his
Oh,
shiny
lucky.
toys.
Good.
So,
I can go have lunch
yeah.
with him and be like, please, sir, can I have some
I'm
merch?
so jealous. A bit like
Yeah.
proximity.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
It's
pretty,
lovely.
he's done a really good
That
job.
would look
so.
Really good on my shelf right there. I'll take off all this
I was
stuff
gonna
here
say, you don't
and
have
I'll
any
put it right there.
room.
I'll go. I
No,
can
you've
make
got a
Stargate.
whole
I can make room.
bookshelf behind you and to your left, at eye level that it would fit on very nicely in there.
Yeah, I got room up top as well. I'm sorry. Look,
Yeah, but that's
I can
cut out
make
of the
room.
shot.
I can make
Yeah,
So
just cut
it
out of
doesn't
the
come through
shot.
on this side.
I know,
But
I
anyway.
know.
All right.
Anyway.
So,
All right.
in
That's
your
magical.
opinion, is Sam with Jack by season 9's Ripple Effect? Everyone has, said 68% is yes, 32% is a no. So,
Either way,
That's
I
how it
win.
goes.
Sam and Jack get together
Yes.
inevitably anyway. But the bottom
I
line is,
win.
I win.
all right.
ah.
I think we have a gift coming up, in addition to all the gifts that I have been so gratefully
We have,
bestowed by
yeah.
Martin. Thank you, Martin.
Thank you so much, Martin, for giving David cool stuff, not giving me cool stuff. Thank you.
And
I
giving
don't
me
mean
a
it like
chance
that.
to share them. So
Yes,
Yeah.
Martin.
with all of my closest
we
friends.
salute
bro.
your artistry.
Yeah,
just
I
brilliant.
He
I'm
is.
really
His
impressed.
stuff.
attention to detail is like mwah, chef's kiss.
I
That's
honestly love it. I'm so jealous of Dave's collection. I'm really grateful that we
Yes.
have the Ra necklaces though that we got from Comic-Con. I'm really
Oh
grateful.
yes.
I've
That's
actually
right.
lost mine. I don't know where mine is.
Well,
Somewhere
I
safe.
haven't. It's on my shelf, so
It'd be in
I'm
my
good.
house somewhere. I just don't know
Okay.
where I've put it. I've put it
Oh, okay.
somewhere, and I probably thought to myself, this would be a safe place, and then I've forgotten instantly where it is.
You need to
Overlooked
dangle
it.
it from your shelf somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's put
We've
on
got the
let's
gift.
put on the gift and see what happens
Finally.
when she finds out she's got some Wraith DNA.
Taylor's
Wraith
storyline that gets
DNA.
underutilized too much. So let's
I know.
enjoy it the few times it props up, because
Props up?
pops up.
Is that a Freudian slip?
It is. Yes, it is. We were just talking
Yeah,
about props,
she's
and my
thinking
brain
about
was
props.
like, bleh. It's all I'm thinking about now. I'm gonna be
props.
just thinking about how I can just rob David, how I can get him to
All
leave.
right, guys. Let's watch The Gift and see what happens when when the
Things
Wraiths start to
happen.
get close. The Gift,
Yeah.
everyone, in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Nicole
Hello.
and Yvie.
Hello.
And everyone is bored out of their mind as they wait for their impending doom.
Yes. So I've actually
Yes.
got a lot to unpack in this opening montage.
Oh my
So
goodness.
firstly, it's doing something the show really bothers with, which is showing the expedition after hours. Secondly,
Amazing Avenger.
that is the Amazing Avenger sitting there.
And Johnny Cash.
There's Johnny Cash. Yep.
And Taylor's taking a nap.
And also, if you watch very carefully, Taylor's bedding, so on the right-hand side of her pillow, kind of close to the edge of the bed, when this Wraith attacks her, you can see pieces of the Wraith's prosthetic finger guard that just like are just sitting there.
Oh, I guess some came off.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. Well, this is fun.
Oh, it sure
Oh,
is
yeah.
right there.
Oh, wow.
2 pieces.
I think there was 2 pieces because there was something
There
closer
were.
to her body that bounced on the
Yep.
mattress.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that. Goofgate.
So he fed on her, he gave her back to her life, and then he put her to sleep.
Ha ha.
And then he left her a little parting
Yes.
gift.
He did. I always have a finger on you.
Oh,
That's
God.
it.
And there's a copy
He's
of War
dead.
and Peace as
Mhm.
well.
Ooh.
Or that he brought and tried to get through, but like
That he,
struggled.
yeah, he mentioned bringing in to Pegasus and home on the assumption that the expedition would be long enough for him to finish it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was one of those false dream wake dreams.
Yes.
Oh, I
it is.
hate
So-
those.
Those were left there on purpose because she was actually still dreaming.
Maybe.
That's a good way to think about it. Yeah, less goof.
Maybe.
It's a
That's it.
bit of copium on there. Bit
Yeah,
of
the
copium.
continuity team are like, yeah, let's go with that.
Copium?
Yeah, so it's one of my favorite Gen Z things that people say now, which is that like when you're trying to cope with something, it's like I'm on copium because like
It's a
I'm on a
salve.
coping drug. So
Right.
I'm on copium because I'm
Okay.
struggling. I love it. I love saying
So
it.
Martin Gero and Robert C. share the story credit for this episode, with Robert C. on Telplay and Peter DeLuise directed. So this episode actually first aired on Sky One in the UK on the 22nd of February,
Damn right.
2005, which makes it the 21st anniversary today. So happy broadcast birthday, Nicole.
Woo! Yeah.
And the
So
story
this is the
picks up
21st anniversary
approximately-
of this episode? Wow, that's
Yeah.
right.
So this picks up approximately 1 week after the Brotherhood. So we've got the 3 hive ships detected, the ZPM gone, no reinforcements coming, and
We're all
the
screwed.
gift is a direct lead into the siege. So the style of martial arts is, I think it's pronounced eskrima. or
Mhm.
Kali, which is a Filipino martial arts style,
Mhm.
which is centered on stick, knife, and blade work. And it's sort of unusual for a martial art because it trains with weapons from day one rather than treating them as advanced study. And it kind of sort of tracks, I think, that it's used by a culture that's been running from the Wraith for thousands of years.
Yes.
And
That's
Bam
James
Bam,
Bamford in Profile.
yes, the show's stunt and fight coordinator spoke about working with Rachel in Stargate, and I think we've mentioned part of the interview before. But Taylor's choreography was so clean, it looked like a performance, so they had to deliberately introduce a degree of control messiness to make it look more like a fight.
Yeah.
And Shepard winning obviously is a massive tell because Taylor is the far superior fighter. You know, she's
Yeah.
been
Mhm.
training him for months, and 3 days without sleep and like a low level Wraith headache just, destroys that.
Yeah, I love when she slaps his ass with the stick and she's like, "You've not been practicing." He's like, "Oh, well." That was
There's
great.
Kavanaugh. I
Oh,
forgot
Yes,
he's
love
in
him.
this one.
He's
Kavanaugh.
such a
Yes, he
knob and I love
is.
him.
So if you keep an eye on Bates and Ford in the back, within seconds there's a man that appears between them who wasn't there before.
Lol.
Hmm.
Does Kavanaugh do stuff this episode? I don't remember.
Yeah, he has a little bit of dialogue in this
Hmm.
scene.
Yeah. I love to hate him.
I'm surprised that there's only one chair.
Okay, so there's
I think for that
Bates
city there would be big ones.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Ford standing next to each other.
Okay.
Yep.
And then now there's some weird
Oh
guy
yeah.
standing next
Where's
to
Bates?
Ford.
Bit of goofgate.
See the bald guy, he
I
wasn't there
think
before.
he's behind them. He's
Maybe,
further
yeah.
back.
But he was much closer to
I'll say Bates is standing quite
Bates.
close to Ford. Maybe he
Yeah.
just stood away or
Oh,
weird
for
angle.
sure, yeah. They probably repositioned Bates, is what we're really arriving at.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. Now we realize that there's a control crystal that they can walk with. It'll
Yes.
give them access to Earth from another Stargate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, here we go again.
Here's Kavanaugh. Yeah, so he's not wrong about the
Yeah.
math. And to
Yeah.
this episode's credit, they do let him make the argument properly. And that tension between clear-eyed assessment and the refusal to give up runs throughout this entire episode.
Well,
Yeah.
he's not saying anything that's factually incorrect. That's the
No, he's
that's the
not.
No,
scary
yeah.
thing. The problem
Yeah.
is it's lacking any bravery or heroism. So it's just very
Mm.
And in that
pragmatic.
moment, McKay agreed with Kavanaugh because, like,
Yeah.
McKay is only like a few steps away from Kavanaugh, really, for like,
Yeah,
rude
Yeah.
exactly.
asshole behavior.
Also, Shepard's example of science turning the tide of war is not exactly his shiniest moment. Like Hiroshima John, really?
God, dear oh
The
dear.
A-bomb?
I do like the jokes coming up where Zelenka and McKay are like irritated that they're the ones that have to build A-bombs.
Mm.
And that like everything's like hinging on them being like, good scientists. Like a lot of Atlantis hinges on the scientists getting their jobs done while everyone else waits for them, which is the
Oh
only
my.
like real problem I have.
Gosh, here she is. Claire
Hi,
Rankin,
Claire.
Dr. Kate Heitmeyer. These two have been thick as thieves for years.
Yeah, so apparently they were best friends or are best friends, and they've been best friends for about 30 years.
That's
And
amazing.
Claire was actually at Rachel's final network test for Taylor, running the lines with her beforehand. So she later auditioned for Heitmeyer independently and then called Rachel to tell her she got it. And I believe she also previously auditioned for Samantha Carter.
Wow.
And so she's been kind of circling the franchise for a long time. And I think also Heitmeyer was originally scripted as Jane, like her first name was going to be Jane, until Peter DeLuise flagged that there's actually an actress named Jane Heitmeyer, known for Earth Final Conflict, and then Robert C. changed her name to Kate.
It's
And
interesting it
Claire-
didn't bump with Legal, it bumped with Peter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, the stage before Legal. So Claire told Stargate that what she loved about Heitmeyer, the whole Heitmeyer concept, was its acknowledgement of the expedition's psychological reality. So the emotional cost of being cut off from Earth, from family, facing the unknown every day, action adventure tends to underserve that. So having a psychologist on the roster was at least a gesture toward that.
Mm.
Taylor's not wrong to be frustrated about this. I'm surprised that Kate says, yeah, she wasn't gonna. Well, I'm not. Yeah, she wasn't gonna lie to her. But yeah.
No, she's not going to lie to her. But I mean, Taylor on one hand is saying I'm fine, and then she kind of like storms off in a huff. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh boy, here we go.
So I think
Uh-oh.
Shepard's concern for Taylor, his concern, his instinct to bench her is from genuine, like it comes from a place of genuine concern. And I
Yeah.
think it's worth noting that he doesn't defend the decision until he's forced to. Like Taylor's frustration is proportionate. Like she's earned her place on the team repeatedly, and she's been treated as a liability for having a completely human response to a massive threat.
But Shepard's decision to tell the
Yeah.
base psychologist is proven
Yes.
correct when they
Yes.
find what they find.
Yes.
I do appreciate Taylor's attitude, given how many times she's had to keep proving herself. So unfortunately,
her trust has been violated.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that this keeps kind of happening, and like while in all situations, everything's kind of been right. Like her necklace was actually the thing that got them in trouble, and now here her Wraith DNA. It's really unfortunate that she's trying her hardest and she keeps being tripped up by these other things that she can't control.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh, a nap actually sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I took a nap earlier.
It's true. Dial it up.
I've only had 4 hours of sleep, so I shall be napping after this.
Well, we appreciate your lack of sleep.
I don't know how you've been doing this for so many years, Yvie. Honestly, mad respect.
It
does not look like a comfortable bed.
No, it doesn't. It's become a habit, is what I was going to say.
You're sleeping,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a wicker pillow?
It kind of looks like it, and it doesn't look very soft.
No, why would you sleep on that?
So it kind of appears like Heitmeyer is writing up notes in the background, suggesting that she's finished a session with Rodney. And I love that he's holding a scrunched up Kleenex, like a tissue. And it kind of puts a different spin on his remark in the briefing room earlier about crying himself to sleep. Like he covered it up by saying that he's not sleeping, so therefore he's not crying himself to sleep. It does look like he came out of that appointment sleep, like crying.
I just want to say that
he just dabbed the Kleenex on his eye. So
just dabbed the moisture away from his eye.
I think it's really interesting that Heitmeyer's here to help everyone psychologically, and especially now because the impending doom with the Wraith coming. And it's like, girl, who's looking after you though? Like, do you need your own therapist?
Well, and Claire and I had that conversation. It's like she truly believed that Kate would have a therapist back on Earth, and by the time they established two-way communication, she would be communicating with her colleagues and with her therapist constantly. And they would have to have a small team of them with special clearance to be able to pull that off. So I also want to make note of the fact that Kate was using a Palm Pilot, and we almost never see those.
Yes.
Oh. They were really struggling for the budget in this first season. And they were always like, you know what, this is a grand place. We'd love to just be able to put a window in here. And as they were approaching the end and they were finalizing a lot of the budgets for the other shots that come forward in the siege, I think they were just like, okay, we can loosen it up a little bit and put, a balcony here. Let's get a couple of fans for that lunch meeting and, put a window here. So,
Oh, okay.
I think this is the first time that the darts are mentioned by name.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. But this is quite a clear articulation from Taylor about her ability, like what the ability feels like from the inside. And I think Gatewald noted that it's worth considering what she's actually picking up. Like the network has vast range, so it could be the ships that are days away, but that Wraith dart that we saw in the Brotherhood beamed a pilot into the city before self-destructing. So she could be just sensing that Wraith in the building without knowing it, or possibly both things,
I never
the
thought about
oncoming
that. Yep.
ships and
Yep.
the Wraith that's nearby. And I think also Heitmeyer's framing Taylor's ability as something that makes her special is like solid therapeutic practice. It's kind of gently ironic given what we learn later.
And for the record, Wraith Dart was first mentioned by name by McKay in Childhood's End. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack. Dread Ted said, anyone keep track of the flags of the Atlantis personnel shown in every episode? So as in like do we know definitively, do you have a list of each country involved in the expedition, or is that still like we don't know for sure?
There is a list somewhere, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. I'm just curious because I think it's an interesting question.
So I think the prosthetic department does a great job with Rachel's makeup here. Like it's unmistakably her. And it's almost like a visual clue to where her ability actually comes from. Taylor's gift isn't just a connection to the Wraith, it's literally a piece of them.
It's so cool and messed up.
And Kate,
it was a great twist,
will tell Taylor that dreams have no hidden meaning. But given what we're watching Taylor's dreams actually do, that's not great advice. Like the show quietly acknowledges this without making a massive deal of it.
Lock Watcher says we lost Brenda McDonald who played Sharon 2 years ago.
Yes, we did. Yes, November 2024. She died at the age of 93.
I was wondering that because I've been watching Katie Sackhoff watching Battlestar Galactica with her husband.
And
the
she was
actress who plays Sharon is the old lady in the 3-hour episode, and the whole time she's. Yeah, and the whole time, Katie Sackhoff and her husband are like, why are we keeping this old lady alive? She's going to die soon. Like, what's going on? We should be only saving the youngest of the survivors. Which
very
I thought
utilitarian
was
of her.
It was very funny. And I thought to myself, is she still alive? Because I remember seeing her on Atlantis, and she, like, around the same time. And she's been old for a while. So I was like, so I'm sad to hear that she's gone. So
if you look through her IMDb profile, she did typically play a lot of older characters.
Yeah.
Don't want me behind this wheel when I fly.
Yeah. Actually, on the topic of Charon, I think she's like obviously a character designed to deliver information. She's an elder, she's a keeper of the Athosians' oral history, so that's like her function in this story. But I think the writers and Brenda actually did like a wonderful job of making her feel so much more than a plot device. Like I really feel this sense of history between her and Taylor, even though this is the first time we meet her.
Yeah.
This is the first reference of the Athosians having a musical.
Tuttle root soup. Yes.
Well, yes, that's true, but a musical background. So.
Yeah.
Because by season 2, Rachel was going to the producers and saying, look, the Athosians embraced song. There should be a moment where I get to sing because she is classically trained.
Yes, and she does a wonderful job.
So I remember seeing the behind the scenes of SG-1 and Atlantis toward the end of season 1 on the DVDs. And one of the questions the fan asked was, when are we going to hear Taylor sing? And then and then it cuts to, I think, David Hewlett. It may have been out of context or in context. It was him going, when hell freezes over. And then that's it.
Oh, David.
Wow.
I don't know if he was responding to that or if they cut it to make it seem like he was responding to that, but that's the response they put in the behind the scenes. And then I went, why would she sing? Because I hadn't seen much of Atlantis by that point. And then when I got to season 2 and saw Critical Mass and saw her sing, I was like, well, I guess she finally sang. Did hell freeze over? So, yeah.
So Gateworld made a good point about Taylor's father. Like, he knew this history and chose not to tell her, reframing her ability as a gift from the ancestors rather than a legacy of Wraith experimentation. And whether that was protective or a form of erasure, the episode leaves that genuinely open. Like, it's worth also noting that the planet where all of this happened still has a gate address, and Taylor has it. I think she mentions it in the next scene.
I'm trying to remember the reason they were doing this. Were they trying to make them more edible?
They do explain it.
Okay.
I will say that my memory with Atlantis is way foggier than SG-1 because I didn't have the DVDs readily available. So I rewatched SG-1 mostly because I had access, and I only had a few DVDs of season 1 of Atlantis, a few of season 2, and season 4. So they're my best ones. I didn't have the gift, so this is one I don't remember a lot about. So
yeah, I'm much the same. I've seen this all the way through less times than I have SG-1, but I've been picking up more episodes that have been airing on my TV's Stargate channel.
Yeah. Admiral Monell said, me saying she's been old for a while is crazy. I just only see her as this old lady. So I'm like, damn, girl, is she alive? But she made it real far. So good for her.
92.
I thought Taylor had been experimented on when she was a child.
No, I believe she inherited it.
She's just a
carrier.
Yeah, she's a carrier. Yeah.
Okay.
Has that DNA.
I remember
from
her. We're hearing having a dream of her hearing her father. Maybe that's from Doppelganger. I'm not sure.
I thought the thing when she was hearing her father was from was there something to do with Michael or something? She was having a dream where she was having dinner with John and she kept hearing her dad. Is it that? I don't remember.
Could have been.
Something. Yeah. I
I
like when Atlantis
friendly
gets
place.
spooky. This is nice.
Well,
Yes.
the location here is doing a lot of heavy lifting. You know, we've got the darkness, the thunderstorm, the
Fog.
mist. It's like the 3 big of foreboding. It's like not subtle, but it works.
Wuthering Heights called it once. It's fog back.
Hilarious.
Thank you. I saw the film on Tuesday. It actually wasn't that bad, but it's absolutely not the book.
Oh,
Well,
really?
it doesn't pretend to be the book. That's why
Exactly.
it has the title in exclamation marks in
quotation marks.
yeah, quotation marks. So Ford's reaction here says everything about his age, like an ill-timed pee-pee joke.
The way the shepherd looked at him, like, come on, man.
Yeah, this is not the time.
An ill-timed pee-pee joke?
Yeah.
Jeez.
See, we needed so much more of this. I think one of the things that Atlantis doesn't have that SG-1 has is the discovering of, like, something old and ancient. You know, SG-1 was constantly finding, like, crazy planets where everyone could kind of have fun, while Atlantis, it was mostly just bog standard people and then the occasional wraith. So
yeah. So Rodney's suggestion that they get like a running start through it is sort of almost like a 9 3/4 approach from King's Cross for Harry Potter. I'm sure it's not intentional, but it's a good beat.
9 3/4. Uh-oh. These are the
My
same
train
floor patterns
almost-
that were in the gold ships.
I did think that, yeah.
Ah, okay. So it definitely wasn't built by
Just
the
little
ancients,
projectors.
though.
Yep. Yeah, not the same. Maybe they hire the same stylist to like work on
The
their
same stylist.
the
Wraith
architecture teams and
USB
stylists.
device.
Yeah.
So we eventually R&D a an adapter for the butt end of these things so that our technology can directly work with this stuff.
I did always wonder when I saw stuff,
Ah.
'cause I miss these kinds of episodes where you see that kind of coming together. And so I'd always see them just, go to like Replicator or Wraith ships and just get like a USB and slap it in. And I'd be like, okay, sure, okay.
Let's pretend those pieces of technology speak to one another.
Yeah.
There we go. Got it. And it's 16:9 formatted. Isn't that so friendly of them?
So nice. Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Twisty.
He's so funny.
It's obviously a language.
I like here that Weird doesn't get to the nitty-gritty of this stuff a lot of the time. So it's
No,
nice
she
to see her
doesn't.
using her skills with languages and stuff to
Yes, I
do
was
this.
like, I'm in total agreement with that for sure. I don't know why they don't utilize her like that more often.
Because Atlantis has a lot of issues and I'm so mad at it.
Yeah, I
Here
mean,
we
I guess
go.
they've got other people to fill that role,
Ooh.
but it's a very glamorous
That
looking
was very creepy
Mm.
when I was younger. Still kind of is.
wraith. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
she's so
here we
afraid
go
of the
again.
chair. Here we go.
Oh, but it's completely understandable because the last time he like almost killed 2 people in a helicopter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, there's no helicopters here to shoot down.
No. But he gets a pretty easy out in a second from Weir.
Oh, run away. We're using him.
The little wager payoff. Guaranteed McKay is
So
not coughing
cute.
up any money to Zelenka.
No, really cute.
I forgot Wraith is
yeah.
derived from ancient.
Yeah.
So the Wraith was originally like a human spliced with
An Aratus
bug DNA in
Yeah.
ancient longevity experiments. And so the
I knew
language
that. I just
connection
didn't realize
isn't a
that
coincidence. Yeah, it's a
the-
thing.
Well,
the
it
language-
makes sense that when they
Mm.
started genetically merging with the Aratus bug, that their previous
Mm.
language would stick around and then merge into
Mm.
something new,
Mm-hmm.
to a degree.
That's a human colloquialism, Taylor. Or an Earth colloquialism. She probably picked it
Maybe
up.
she's picked it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that's what
probably
I'm going
picked
to
it
go
up.
with.
Oh, here we go. Just
I
tell
think
her.
she's good in this scene. Like Taylor's
Yeah.
reaction is kind of a shock, but it's almost like it's half expected that her ability wasn't just a gift.
Yeah.
But, she hoped that was true. Also, Gateworld noted that notes that this retroactively explains Bates' suspicion of Taylor during suspicion, and almost certainly means she inadvertently gave away the Alpha Site location during her previous Wraith connection.
Oh my god, just tell her. This is so much waffle.
Eye rolling.
Mm.
You have some Wraith DNA.
There we go.
In your genetic
Which is why your Wi-Fi signal is turned on.
Yes.
Which is so awesome and not utilized. Annoyed about that. Some other things.
He doesn't need to know.
This is brilliant. The dialogue's great this episode.
I think it's kind of cool though, like retroactively, the Aratus bug from 38 minutes is like one of the most important creatures in the Pegasus
Right?
galaxy.
It was just some random ass
Yeah.
ugly bug, and now look at it. Damn. Upgrade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there's a
that's
reason
cool.
for that.
Yeah.
And Latin is like a derivative of ancient. So the Wraith are like doing some weird twisted version of that. I like to think the Wraith are actually like all a little bit Latin then as a result, and they all speak just a little bit of,
I love
Spanish.
that. A little bit
When we're not
Latin.
looking. Yeah.
Yeah, Melia doesn't cover this fact in the log that was left behind, which is total ancient of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's true what
Man
he's saying.
speaking
It
facts,
doesn't
yeah.
help them at the moment. It doesn't stop those
Nope.
Wraith ship from coming.
Huh. Yeah.
Kate has a lot in this one. I forgot.
She does.
Yeah.
She's
It's funny, actually.
front and
I never
center.
really, I always found it strange because I'd never seen this episode. And I'd seen Kate a couple times when she and Taylor have that moment when Kate dies. And Taylor's like trying to save her and stop her from jumping.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I always sat there and was like, why? They seem like such good friends, but like, I've never seen them interact. And now that what you've said about their real life friendship
Mhm.
and then
30
this
years of
whole
friendship.
episode,
Yep.
it like
Yeah.
really, I can understand why they wanted to put them in scenes together now.
Yes. I think what's really striking here is that Taylor has seemingly processed the
Can you lean
DNA
a little bit
revolution
closer to your microphone?
remarkably quickly.
Thank you.
Like, the fear isn't about what she is, it's about how she might be viewed differently now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good point. I want to know why I'm right. Sounds like me.
Yes. Now, I was going to say that. That's what I thought when I watched this yesterday. I was like, that sounds a little bit like Nicole.
Yeah, I want to go back and be reminded as to why I'm correct.
Psionic
So-
ability.
Yeah, so this kind of fills in the crucial gap. Like, the ability Taylor has wasn't the intended outcome of those experiments. It was an accident.
Yeah.
And one the Wraith scientists tried and failed to undo.
And what they don't realize, which is really fun, is that this is going to help save their bacon later on when
Yeah.
they
Yes.
fake nuke
Absolutely.
Atlantis. So
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Well,
why
not
that
all of
planet's
them.
wiped out.
yeah.
And then joined the Athosians and maybe others.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Super cool. Super cool lore.
She'll be more handy than Dionne Warwick with the Psychic Friends Network.
Mm.
And other Americans will get that joke.
I know who Dionne Warwick is, but I don't know the reference.
It's Whitney
specifically.
Houston's aunt, and she was real big on the Psychic Friends Network.
Oh,
in the 90s.
Okay. I just know that she sung Killing Me Softly.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Yes, please be of more use to the plot, Taylor. Thank you.
Exactly.
I know, yeah.
We would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some real tension between Elizabeth's concern for Taylor as a person and her responsibility as a mission commander.
Two different things, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, we need the help. But you have to be a willing participant in the hypnosis for it to fully work.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly.
And the human brain has this little pesky way of protecting itself at all costs.
Yes. They are kind of using hypnosis a little bit differently, because it's not about recovering
sure.
a memory. It's like lowering a defense, an internal defense.
Well, imagine you have this ability that you find out several of your forebears had, which drove them to kill themselves because they were driven mad by it. And
By
someone's
hearing
now saying,
voices,
will you
yeah.
please plug into this thing and try this for us? And, oh, by the way, we don't know that if we get through this barrier that we won't be able to put it back up again. Are you still cool with that?
Yeah.
Lockwatcher said that the commentary for this episode, I think he's saying, was interesting because Peter Deluise spends the entire episode explaining to Gary Jones what is happening. Why would they bring Gary into the comment? That's so funny.
Why did Gary need to know?
I guess maybe they needed another person, so they were like, someone get in here and do the commentary. I think that's happened a few times where I've
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it happened with Stargate, but it's definitely happened with shows that I've seen where they've dragged in random people because they just needed someone else to talk to during the commentary.
to fill the chair.
Gary's interesting.
Yeah, Gary's fun.
Of course.
So, you know, it's like if he's around and willing, it's like, put him on. Apparently, Peter DeLuise explains during the commentary to Gary that these visions are very much like in the movie 78, The Eyes of Laura Mars.
I have no idea what that means.
1978. In the 1978 film, The Eyes of Laura Mars. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
I don't know that one.
Yeah.
So TV Tropes put this episode under Cursed with Awesome. You know, Taylor's connection is like simultaneously her greatest vulnerability and her most significant asset.
Yes. The problem is, if she's plugged into this network, she doesn't have a friggin' firewall.
No, she doesn't. They should have downloaded some virus protection software first.
Hmm.
Yeah,
that's
from
not
a
very
tactical
nice.
standpoint, that's a bit premature. And she's doing it out of instinct and compassion, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. It will not be.
Oh, they have limited options, don't they?
Uh-huh.
I love the why'd you make them stop? Like I was succeeding.
Yeah, because I initially thought when I saw this that her saying take them off
Yeah.
was her wanting to get out of the room to remove herself from the situation.
Yeah, but she's actually just trying to help.
She actually just wanted to
Yep.
chase after Elizabeth and tell her to do it again.
Do it again.
Taylor is so
Yep.
strong. I love her so much. She's so badass. Underutilized queen.
Maybe queen is the wrong word.
That's what I said. No, she's going to be a badass queen at some point as well.
That's it.
That
She's technically queen of that hive still, isn't she? Technically.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, the shift in her demeanor is very well done. Like I think Rachel sells it completely. Like
you
it's
are
the
all
change
so
in the
pathetic.
voice, the posture, the expression.
Yeah.
It's like an entirely different
Can't
person.
wait. Do it, say it. Ah, get it.
It's just a different presence.
Yeah.
Yep, that's not going to sever the connection. Try better.
Oh my goodness. That was hashtag too spoopy. I'm not gonna lie. If I kind of wouldn't feel very safe like having.
What if they
Taylor
couldn't get her back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
Well, that's
legit like be watchful of her, especially after that.
Right. Now they can
They can
play.
just constantly
Hey,
connect.
what if they *69 her telephone number? That's what we call it in the United States to reverse lookup.
Reverse, yeah.
And did you know what that meant? *69.
I knew what it meant. Yeah.
Oh,
I
it
did not.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, that's how the last call came to you from.
Incoming wraith ship.
Oh,
That's it.
the Stargate doesn't.
Hey, there's
activate
Bruce
any of that
Woloshin
shit.
right there in the
Yeah, I
front.
saw him.
Yes.
Yeah.
There he is.
Look at him go. Yeah, so it's worth connecting the dots here, the most likely explanation for how the Wraith found the Alpha site leads straight back to the first hypnosis attempt.
Yeah. Nice bugs on a windscreen. Let's go.
Aratus bugs on a windscreen.
That's it.
Hey. Technically, yes.
Derivatives of.
Oh, Bates is going to be so mad. He's always like, can't wait to start blaming people and getting salty. And to be fair, he ain't wrong on this one.
He's not wrong, and he does kind of save the day in a second.
They want Earth because yum yum feeding ground.
That's it.
Yes, plenty.
Many yum yums.
A smorgasbord of tasty treats.
Mm.
It's interesting. I've never understood. Okay, so they're up. Just go back to bed. Go back to sleep. But I think their idea is, well, Earth is out there. We know of a rich feeding ground, so we're just going to burn through all of our resources here until we can get there. But their hyperdrive technology isn't powerful enough to get to another galaxy. Thank God.
Well, that's why they want Atlantis, don't they? So they can dial back.
That's it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bates. Negative Nancy.
Bates. The way he glared at Weir, like, nah. No. Yeah. Ah, my man. Spitting facts.
Yes. This attempt escalates much more quickly than the last, though.
Well, because now they see it coming.
And we're also 3 minutes out from finishing the episode.
Exactly.
Yep. Oh, isn't this where they see the different stopping points where they pause? Yeah.
Yeah.
To have
we've
a
already
little
seen that,
snacks
but
and
yeah.
take a break. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Have we already seen that?
I think that's the first
she
time
was
she got a
further
proper
she
look
was
at
further
it.
in the back.
Yeah. Oh. See, Bates steps in. Yeah. So, kind of ironic that he's the one who pulls the trigger because he's been Taylor's most vocal critic all season.
Yeah.
And this episode has largely proved him right.
Oh, guys, you know what? I've just thought of something like very interesting that could have happened, right? Imagine if Bates and Taylor ended up vibing romantically one day. That could have been interesting.
I know you would like that because you go from like enemies to lovers.
Damn right. I've just thought of that. I should be a writer on Stargate.
I'm sure there's some fan fiction out there that
I'm sure there isn't. I guess I should. Honestly, I think that's so obscure. I don't think anyone has ever thought of that before. Like legit, I'm actually now. I'm not trying to sound arrogant. I don't think I'm sure that anybody who's thought of that has not written a fanfic. I'm gonna look, and if there isn't one, I'll write it.
I think you should. So Gateworld notes that this episode quietly does more work with the mythology than almost anything else in season 1, because you've got like the Aratus bug origin, the language connection, the telepathic network, Taylor's genetic history, Earth as
everything's coming together.
Yeah.
They want Earth.
Exactly.
Food buffet.
Yes, there we go.
They're coming.
They are coming.
Just like Thomas Tantalus.
The original Gateworld forum reaction to this episode was positive but measured, like a necessary setup episode rather than a payoff. It was well constructed, but not quite as emotionally gripping as the episodes around it. And I think retrospectively, though, its reputation has sort of grown quite considerably. There's like a Gateworld's Best of Taylor comments at the end of the series run, and fans consistently place this just behind Critical Mass for Rachel's strongest material.
It's a strong show.
And
Yeah, it's a good episode. And Taylor gets to shine after Dave and I have been complaining about people not shining enough in this damn show.
That's it. That was the gift on Wormhole Extremists.
What's Yvie looking at? Are you okay, Yvie? Is your cat or husband doing something?
Husband.
Okay.
He's awake.
Oh.
Why is he awake?
Did he walk in like half
I mean, it's
naked and you were like, get out,
6:30.
get out?
It's
And you were like,
6:30.
Oh, okay.
He's just being silly.
Is he in
Okay.
pants?
is that it that he wasn't in pants?
If he's in pants, he should say hello.
Wait, Evie turned her camera
he
back
should
on
say
for a
hello.
second and then she had like a panic like kind of thing and I was like, oh, okay, right. What's going on there?
You're sitting so
just
far
saying good
back. We're
morning.
like up here, Evie, and you're like just
Yeah.
Sorry,
return.
I had the cat on my lap for a minute,
Ah.
so he was
actually-
insistently wanting cuddles.
Because I don't want to like knock the mic or anything. I actually spend the whole time watching episodes like this. Like
Yes.
on my desk,
Oh,
I'm leaning
okay.
and trying not to breathe in my mic. I'd like to sit back here, but I don't have a mic extendy thingy like David does. Where when I cut back, David's all like
Well, I
like
do
having
this,
a nice
and
time.
I just
Yeah,
do
he's so
this,
relaxed.
So there we go.
Yes, that's what I need.
I feel like every single week on this show has just been. I was watching the season 1 finale with my uncle last night of SG-1 and the season 2
Oh.
opener because he finally got around to finishing it. He's been busy.
Well, he's taking a
and-
while.
Yeah, and we watched Politics Within the Serpent's Grasp and the Serpent's Lair. And when I was talking to him, he was asking me about Atlantis, and I was like, David and I have been kind of complaining about Atlantis, and it's like I feel real bad. So I love this show, but it's got so many issues, like, and I'm only just realizing them for the first time in years.
Oh, really?
The
Yeah.
shows all have their issues,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, Jed Ted, this is not a cop-out. Jed Ted says Bruce who? Bruce Woloshyn, Rainmaker Digital Effects Supervisor for Stargate Atlantis and SG-1. But
Yes.
it's... Everyone's going to have their favorite, and everyone's going to
Yeah.
have their lesser favorites. And it makes sense that some people would poke the lesser favorites a little bit more often than they would poke the favorites, because
Yes.
they have things that they can more easily recognize than the things that aren't their favorites.
Yes.
Which is
You're
a
telling me that
long-winded
I'm
way of
playing
saying
favoritism.
that we all do.
With SG-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
I mean,
I-
it's tricky because Atlantis is always going to be in the shadow of SG-1, and you
Always.
saw SG-1 first,
Mm.
Yep.
and you're going to be comparing it to that always.
That's
It's
right.
just human nature. So
It's ironic because I think McKay is like my favorite character in the whole franchise. Like
Yeah.
like closely tied with Daniel and then Vala.
Mhm.
I it's really weird watching it because I watched it out of order like I do everything. I only saw some of season 1, some of season 2, and then season 4. And then bit of season 5, and that was it. So I watched it as stupidly as I did SG-1 basically.
Yeah.
And when I watched it, I never really had the same kind of issues because I never really looked at it properly in that way. But then, like, it's weird watching the whole series with you guys. It's like I'm really, because I've never sat and watched it all in order, and it's really interesting seeing the ways that Atlantis doesn't do any of the fun exploration utilizing the whole team. Atlantis underutilizes half the cast half the time, and then on top of that, McKay is the shining star of most episodes of the show because it's
It's the
mostly
McKay
a
show.
science show. And
Kind of.
that's
He
I'm
has the
realizing
most
that's the problem.
dialogue.
I'm
Yeah.
realizing that's the problem. And even like when Jeff was watching it, Jeff would say to me, "No McKay this episode," so I'm already kind of a bit sad because like those are the ones that because he shines so bright. And
Yeah.
I feel, I just feel really awkward watching the show because I know that like I'm about to go through a lot of pain of watching a lot of actors disappear and appear and not get
Mhm.
utilized the way they deserve. So I'm kind of mad at it because I don't know. I think that way, but
But there was moments in SG-1 that spent more time on certain characters than others. Like there's
Moments, but
a
Atlantis is
whole
like entire seasons,
but
you know?
Daniel was disregarded for a big chunk. Tilk was disregarded for a big chunk.
Because Daniel got to shine for like, 3 or 4 seasons so much. Like
Only because he
Daniel,
pushed
they get
for it.
I know, and that's the thing. I
He
don't know,
left
but with
over that, among
when
other
Yeah.
reasons.
and
Yeah.
then he came back and then they did a great job. But like, yeah, and I get that. It's just so interesting because with Atlantis, like I can only pinpoint a handful of episodes where I feel like they're all doing something. Well, when I was watching SG-1 with you guys and also with my uncle, I was like, wow, everyone is doing something right now. I'm watching each character get utilized in some way and I'm really enjoying it. And it's just like Ford this episode, what was he doing? He occasionally delivered some supportive words to Taylor and went to Weir and went, hey, Taylor's cool with this. And that's all he
It's
did.
hard though because we're not
So,
dealing
I
with
don't
a
know.
team of 4 like we are with SG-1. We're literally dealing with an expedition.
Yes. Yeah. But
So
it's just
there's a lot of bodies in an expedition.
I
So
know,
it's
but you've
just
got a
not
main
possible to deal
cast
with
members
everybody.
and they're not doing stuff. So I'm just irked. So yeah, the irk's gonna continue.
We're
So your
2.5 hours
rating?
in, so I'm going to move this along. So
We should move along,
is,
yeah.
This is a 5 out of a 7 for me. This is one of the finer Taylor episodes that we have. Heitmeyer is introduced in this one, played by Claire Rankin, so it's fantastic in that regard.
Yeah.
This was a great twist. I did not see it coming. It's well acted all the way through. The story that is being shared really moves through this episode from the previous one and into the rest of the season, and it's really it's really strong for it. It goes all the way through to well, basically the intruder. So
yeah,
it's like a 5 or
yeah,
6 part episode, really.
I do that. This is actually one of my favorite chunks. Is this sequence here from this episode to Intruder? Yeah, for sure. Yvie?
I do enjoy this episode. I like the focus on Taylor. I do like the kind of twist that this gift that she has is kind of it's her like hidden intelligence, and it does lead to some interesting storylines, in future episodes. The only thing that I guess bothers me about this episode is I just feel like they're dragging out the whole Loretha coming, and it's kind of almost losing significance a little bit. It's been dragging on for episodes and episodes, and you're just like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's a long
is it going to
time.
get here? So I
Yeah.
understand what they're doing, that they're trying to save the bulk of their budget for the special effects in the final
Yes.
2 episodes of the season. I understand that, but
Yeah.
I just feel like it was dragging just a little bit. So
It's a fair point.
I think I do like the episode though, so I think I'm going to give it. Oh, I'm torn between like a 4 and a 5. I think I'm going to
Yeah.
give it a 4.
Okay.
I think I am going to give this one a 5 simply because I've been complaining so long about Taylor not doing stuff. So seeing Taylor do stuff, I'm really pleased.
Yeah, but to
I
do
think
some meaningful stuff.
It's meaningful
Yes.
as well.
They're
On
not just
top of
putting her to
her
work.
on top of her being put to work in this episode, the lore, the Aratus bug lore, the way that it ties to the ancients and everything is
Yes.
really badass. I think it's so cool to learn so many things and have Taylor have such a cool ability. Yeah, and and Bates was right, which is nice to kind of see, and Kavanaugh's kind of right as well. So seeing these kind of characters who can be turds sometimes actually being right in their situations is interesting.
Don't tell them that you think that they're right though.
Yeah.
That's the best sci-fi. I've said it before. The best sci-fi, in
Yeah.
my opinion, is not right versus wrong. The best sci-fi is right
Nope.
versus right. Right versus
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
is easy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I'm
boring.
right, you're wrong. I'm good, you're bad.
Ugh.
So yeah.
Yeah, so 5, 5, and 4. Cool. Raj Luther said my rating for this is a 6. A very good episode, getting more information and exploration. Anthony said I'm not a great lover of this episode. It's a 3 for me. Stuart Miller said 5 chevrons. Sarah Beamy said there's a lot of waffle in this episode, but some good moments. And then later she says this is a 4 out of 7. Dan Ben 5 out of 7. AUDHD Punk Heather said this is my favorite Stargate show, Atlantis. I rate this episode a 5. My favorites are Daniel and McKay, mostly because they've got some neurodivergent funsies. Yes, I think that they are very fun neurodivergent people. They've got their moments, especially McKay. He is definitely on the spectrum, and I think that that makes him
100%.
really interesting. I think that he's so difficult sometimes because of it, and I think that's really fun to dissect sometimes. And then we've got Jed Ted with 6 chevrons, and I think that is it for now.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
All right. Before we go, I
Yes.
did want to show you guys.
Oh, and what else has David got? Oh, the Ascended Times.
Yes.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love that.
Yes. I'd love a copy of that.
Oh.
I'd put it
And
on my
it all
shelf.
reads, they all, like, all the articles read like proper articles. They're like full stories and everything.
Yeah.
Have you how to read?
Yeah, so the top one there, I'm trying to. So James Robbins is yoga, not the path to enlightenment. Astrodyna to be given infinite status, I think is. Let me see who that is. That's Kirk.
Needlock.
That's Colleen Kirk. That's his wife's name.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so-
Apparently I missed
Yeah.
Lockwatcher's rating, but I can't see it anywhere. Does somebody want to like tell me what it was? Because I don't.
I love
can't
how it
actually
says-
see the
Go through
number
and-
anywhere.
I love how it says Dr. Daniel Jackson in a quandary.
In a quandary. Yeah, that's it. But there you go.
What's it
Wraith
about
on the
a
way to
cat?
Atlantis, and
I would
that's
like that.
yes, catastrophe.
Cat
a cat
exploded
on a busy street today.
Oh, kitty.
Yeah.
That's sad. If somebody
So-
could, like, David, I don't know if you have that anywhere, like a spare, I don't you know, or something.
Take a
Can make you
scan.
one.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I'd love to
Me
have. I'd love
too.
to frame it and put it up on my shelf. So
Yes, me too.
that'd be nice. Yeah, Logwatch. I don't know. I didn't see your rating. I looked through the numbers.
That's
I couldn't
cool.
see it. I've looked at it again, and am I blind? So yes, please share it again. So you said it was
Rating was a 4.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go.
All right. Wow.
All right, gang.
Long night.
Yes. Yeah. 2
Cool.
hours and 30 minutes.
Decent episode.
right,
Good
folks.
times.
Yes.
Yeah.
doesn't
So
happen
are we joining
often.
each other next week?
Yes, I
I am
believe.
free.
Hold on. What's
I'm
next week?
free.
Next week is the 20
Siege
something?
Part 1
First.
and Mobius Part 1.
We'll be
March
in
the
March, would we
1st.
not?
Mhm.
Yeah, March.
Yeah, I'm good.
March
We're
the
good. We're good.
1st.
I'm good. We're good.
Okay, sweet. Well, I appreciate hanging with y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging with us. And
Yes,
yeah,
it's been fun.
Thanks so
It's
much,
been a
guys.
good time.
GG.
thanks for
Good
tuning in. We are the
episodes.
Wormhole Extremists, and we will see you next week. And thanks for the your patience for the extended episode. So we will talk
Yes.
soon. Bye now.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye.